Hi, everybody. I am. Are we working? Is everything running? I think we're running. Hey guys, I am Sasha Jace, and welcome to our stream. We've had some technical difficulties today, so this has been interesting getting rolling. I'm Sasha Jace. This is our D&D campaign. This is going to be me and some of my friends from the Coalition of Salty Streamers who are joining us. I'm going to be host for the evening. None of this is true. I wrote a whole script for this, and none of it's true because technical problems. We're going to be streaming D&D games every other Tuesday, from about 6 p.m. to about 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, give or take. We're going to archive these. We'll put these up on YouTube. You'll be able to watch them there if you miss a session, so don't worry about that. I'm glad to have everyone here. For some of us at the table, this is our first D&D experience. Others haven't played in years, and almost all of us are pretty new to 5th edition. So this will be interesting. If you are a hardcore rules lawyer person, please just back off. we're going to figure out our way through this, and just relax and have a good time. To begin our inaugural adventure, we're going to start with a pre-written campaign called The Lost Mine of Phandelver, which was designed by Richard Baker and Christopher Perkins, published by Wizards of the Coast. Lost Mine is going to start with our heroes who are holed up in the city of Neverwinter along the Sword Coast. They've come here for their own reasons, but have found common ground in their dwarven patron, Gundren Rockseeker, who has hired our party to escort a wagon load of supplies to the nearby town of Phandelver. Gundren is an archaeologist of sorts. In his correspondence with the party, he has exuded a sense of urgency and excitement, but he's been vague as to what it is he thinks he's found. The area around Phandalin has, for years, if not centuries, had stories concerned with lost treasure, ancient magical artifacts, and other riches. Whatever Gundren thinks he's found, it's gotta be big. So, now that you guys sort of know where we're starting from, let's meet our players.
That figures it.
Oh, wait. So joining me today from Coalition of Psychic Streamers is Sarah from Arctica, Zayla from Arctica. You guys want to take and introduce yourselves and introduce Yep, that's on my end.
I'm Brandon Seraphim. I'm Reba on Twitch. My character is also named Bray on Twitch. He is my character is also named Bray on Twitch. He is my character is also named Bray on Twitch. He is my character is also named Bray on Twitch. It for my guy for right now. It for my guy for right now. Maybe I should have gone first. Maybe I should have gone first.
Alright, I guess I'll go next. Hi, I'm Arpica. Alright, I guess I'll go next. Hi, I've been streaming for about 8 months. I've been streaming for about 8 months. Old school, older games, old school RPGs. I started with older games. I'm going to be playing Torn Gale. There's a rogue with some Torn Gale. Magical tendencies. A rogue with some would like to have magical tendencies. He's not quite sure yet. Would like to have magical tendencies. He's not quite sure. So yeah. Would like to have magical tendencies. He's not quite sure. So yeah. So yeah.
Do you want to go, Dale?
Go ahead.
Want to go, Dale? Okay. Hi, I'm Karn Lowbreeze. I also stream on Twitch. I play a lot of RPGs. It's really fun. And my character is named Grendeel. I'm a straight up wizard. He is a bit of a bookworm, but he likes to think that he is lovable, perhaps. And I just cast spells and do things of a magical nature, and it's very exciting.
You put a spell on you.
Hopefully. Yes.
Yeah, I probably should have went last.
My name is Dalix. I haven't streamed on Twitch in a while. I'm hoping to get back into it. I am playing Draven O'Donna, who is a cleric of Ramu. He is obviously, lightning and whatnot. And we are built a little bit tanky so the healer doesn't go too squish.
Squish.
Squish is bad.
Squish is bad.
Okay.
But also, I'm a human.
Oh yes, I forgot to mention I'm human too.
I am a gnome. A forest gnome, to be exact.
Dalix is
Okay.
a dragon.
Just before we move on, I want to do a quick sound check. Can all 4 players hear me?
I guess.
Yes.
You're a
Can
little low,
chat
though.
hear me? A little low. I
But
don't
again,
know how
I'm
to turn
allowed,
myself up.
so. No, that's fine. I can hear you fine.
You guys in Discord can right-click my profile and turn me up if you need to.
Okay.
Oh,
Sounds good.
very nice.
Oh, good. I can turn people down too.
Alright. Check. Don't, if you ever
And
do
chat-
sound checks for anything, don't do check 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Don't ever do that. Alright.
Okay. Chat can hear me? You guys are fine? It looks loud and clear. Okay. And the last part of my sound check is whether or not my music deck works. Can you guys hear music?
I cannot hear music
I
currently.
cannot hear music.
I also cannot hear music. Oh, I didn't even think to pop open chat. I will make it quiet. Or not chat.
Oh. Now I
There's
can
the
hear
music.
Hey.
And I do not have Twitch
that
open,
does-
so I won't see anything chat's saying.
Oh, darn it. I have to do this whole rigmarole.
Rigmarole. Onyx says we are good now. And the echo from the music is gone as well. Oh no, there the echo is.
Is there still an echo in the music?
Oh,
Alright,
our
we're gonna
voices
leave
is
the music-
echoing.
We're gonna leave the music off because that's not supposed to happen, and I don't know why that's happening. So we'll leave that out for the session, and I'll fix that.
The joys of technology.
Right.
And everything exploding in my face. Like 20
Yeah,
minutes
that
before
wasn't
we
great.
started. No.
Hey,
Okay.
thank you.
Let's get started, guys.
You're doing great, Sasha.
Yes.
Indeed.
Okay, I have closed Twitch.
All right.
Oh,
So where did my stuff go?
Okay. So away that.
So, you guys are already aware of our starting plot hook. You've been hired by Gundren Rockseeker. He has paid you reasonably well. He's giving you. Let me start over. He wants you to escort a wagon load of supplies to the town of Phandelver, which, if you look on the map, you can see a blue arrow marker up here near Neverwinter. This is where you guys are currently. Phandelver is down here. It's about a day's
Wait.
wagon ride.
what map?
Need a map.
Oh, you guys don't have a map. Oops.
I have
No.
it.
Oh,
Ooh, there we go.
That looks like a map. There we go.
There we go.
Big ol' map.
Discombobulate.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Ooh.
That's what I'm looking for.
Okay, so you guys are here at Neverwinter right now. You've been here probably a couple of days. Gundren is the one who has more or less brought you here for this job from
Again.
wherever it is that you come from. And he wants you to escort this wagon from Neverwinter all the way to Phandelver in the south. It's about a day's ride.
Ooh.
He's going to pay you. Where did my notes go? That is nothing.
Because we're live. Nothing ever works on live.
Exactly. Yep. Mm-hmm.
There are always first day shenanigans that go on.
It's not live if it doesn't explode. Like a grenade.
Jesus Christ.
I made that analogy on the fly. I'm happy with it, though.
I mean, it certainly works.
It did work.
Does indeed.
I didn't have a plan for that.
So he's for the simple job of simply escorting a wagon from point A to point B. He's going to pay you 10 gold each. Or 10 crowns. Sorry, because I'm not using the default currency.
Sounds
He's going to pay
reasonable.
you 10 crowns. A crown is about what a high-skilled artisan will make in a day.
It's not bad.
Wow.
What are we escorting?
The contents of the wagon. Back up.
There's at least 14 bodies.
That would be very awkward.
It would be.
Only if we're caught.
Well, that's fair.
Unless someone's planning on riding in the wagon. Then it might be awkward.
Well, it might be also comfortable.
God.
I don't know if I'd want to ride amongst
Well,
corpses.
I had notes here, but I of course I can't find anything that I want. The wagon contains pretty ordinary materials. It's got provisions, rope, mining equipment, a couple of kegs of ale, various day-to-day type sundries that you would need if you were on sort of an archaeological expedition.
All right.
There isn't anything particularly weird or bizarre about the contents of the wagon.
Are we the only ones accompanying the wagon?
You're the only ones with this wagon. Gundren left the day before. You guys did. And he left with. He left with a human warrior named Silver Hailwinter. They had business. Gundren, when you last saw him, was very preoccupied and sort of just very about the job that he was going to go do. He had business that he needed to take care of in Phandelver, so he left with Sildar as sort of a bodyguard on the road in advance of the rest of you, because the rest of the supplies weren't quite ready yet.
But they're ready now.
They are.
Like, we're good to
they
go.
are ready. First thing the morning after Gundren leaves, they are ready to go, and just waiting for you to sign up and sign for them and head off.
All right.
Okay.
Should we be expecting any resistance other than, like, maybe like bandits or goblins or something?
The roads along the Sword Coast are. This is not war-torn territory. But
Okay.
bandits or goblins or whatever, small nuisances, highway robbermen and that sort of thing, they're not uncommon. That's why he's hired you to protect his wagon. But by and large, it should be a pretty straightforward job.
It's good to hear.
Very well.
Money's money.
All right. So I suppose I'll wake up in the morning. I'll prepare the spells that I have set on my sheet, and then I will proceed towards the wagon area.
Yes, me as well. I need to prepare my magic as well.
I will sharpen my swords, put on my armor, and head on out.
I kind of imagine the Torum was just kind of like sitting on a bench near where the wagons would be leaving from.
Just like looking at which one.
Just like can't be bothered to spend money on a proper inn at the moment.
Oh, I hope you just didn't like sleep on a bench or something.
I may have.
All right. So when you're ready, you guys arrive at the Barthen's Provisions, who is the provisioner that is supplying equipment and gear for Gundren's expedition. And the wagon is a pretty ordinary wagon with a big canopied cover, and it's hitched up to a large yellow bird.
You say a large yellow bird?
Interesting.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Okay. Is it
None
cute?
of my sounds are gonna work because I can't.
Uh-oh. Can I pet the bird?
Yes, you can.
I pet the bird. And I give a kiss to it.
Well, as he's doing that, I walk up. I'm like, that seems a little forward, don't you think?
Aww.
Boy, at least take it out to dinner first.
How do you know I didn't already do that, I said?
Hmm.
I think I can have sound. I just can't hear it. That's sad. That makes me sad.
Aw.
We'll get it worked out, I'm sure.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh,
believe.
We'll do sound effects, not music right now, because I won't be able to tell what's actually playing. So yeah, it's all hitched up. Barthen, one of his associates, meets you outside the shop, and he's got a ledger that has like a manifest that says everything that's in the wagon. And he comes up and he approaches one of you, and holds it out with a quill, already dipped in ink, and he says, verify the shipment, sir.
Who's he talking to?
One of you, whoever seems most in charge.
We do have
I'm
an
getting
echo.
a pretty severe echo, yeah.
Well, fine.
Aw.
Sorry.
Okay. Better?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, better.
It's something wrong with Discord's setup.
Okay.
Uh,
It's like
and
playing
the
through it a
power
couple
broke.
times.
I don't know.
Alright.
Okay, so
Um,
he asks for one of you to sign.
I grab it and sign.
Alright.
Hmm.
He smiles. He thanks you.
What?
And
Wait.
sort of
What are you signing? What does it say?
You the shop clerk who has the paper that's signing, he makes no effort to hide it from you or anything.
Okay.
And when you take the paper from him, it is literally just a list of what you are taking. You are signing that this is what you are leaving with.
Okay. I'm assuming that it appears to be what's in the cart, just like at a glance.
Yeah, you're not noticing anything weird. It lists the same various supplies, and you make a cursory glance over the cart, and you don't see anything differing, unless it says something like, a pound and a half of salted meats, and you're like, well, maybe the bag's maybe a pound and a quarter, but I don't have a scale handy. So
either way, it sounds delicious.
as far as you can tell, it is what it's supposed to be.
Sorry, my good man. Here you go.
So
I give it back to the clerk.
He takes a note, and this is clearly like one of Barthen's part-time employees, and he's thank you, and turns and heads back inside, and he's basically cleared you. Everything is ready to go.
All right.
Do we have a driver?
Any one of you guys can drive the cart. It is not that complicated.
I would rather not. I'd rather just stand guard next to it. If one of you guys wants to.
Put the mage on the
Drive it.
cart.
I suppose I can drive the cart.
if Grendeal's gonna drive, I'm gonna sit next to him.
Do we have mounts for this, or are we going on foot, or what is being provided as far as travel?
The wagon and one chocobo.
One chocobo. All right. Do you want to stay on the wagon, or you want me to stay on the wagon? You can mount.
I can take them out.
All right, you take them out, and I will sit on the back of the wagon.
The heck is that?
I suppose I will ride kind of, I guess, behind and off to the side as we go.
No. Like the chocobo is the one that's pulling the wagon.
Oh,
Okay,
I thought
So,
you meant
so
an
one of you
additional.
would sort of sit at the front of the wagon. This is like a day's
Okay,
like
so we're
walk
walking.
or something. It's not
Okay,
a
okay.
huge distance for you guys to cover. And
wa-
if your feet get tired, you can always switch off who's sitting on the back of the wagon.
Oh, that's perfect. I was thinking a
So-
day's ride, not a day's walk.
Yeah, no, it's
So-
it's a pretty straightforward trip.
I'll just walk next to the chocobo in front
Okay,
because he or she is my friend.
so Grendeal is the one actually driving the cart.
Mhm.
Yep.
Right, you're the
Yeah.
one who is you're just walking near the front alongside the chocobo.
Yes. Yep. So I can keep an eye out.
Draven
And,
and Torin, where are you guys?
Is there a room for two people to sit? Like, can I sit next to Grendeal?
Yeah, you guys can probably both sit on the back of the cart.
Grendeal is a little small.
I'm a little
Grendeal's-
tiny.
Grendeal's the one driving the cart. I mean, is there room to sit next to him? Like, can I
yeah,
ride?
you guys can both sit up front.
I'm gonna ride shotgun essentially,
Shotgun.
quite literally.
No,
Yeah.
I'll take the back.
All right. So I'll get you guys to move the arrow marker on the map.
Oh,
And you're going to
Okay.
follow the high road south, and then the Trilbor Trail east until you get to Phandelver. And
All
move,
right.
move a couple of hexes at a time, and I'll tell you when to stop if you need to stop.
yep, or mush, or whatever it is you giant birds do.
I think scholarship's divided on the subject about how best to guide a chocobo, but you would know better than I think, Grendeal.
I just make cooing sounds to the chocobo. Coo, coo.
It chirps and stuff
Aww.
back to you.
Yay. I get very smiley.
I'll get you guys to stop there.
Okay.
So as you reach the intersection between the high road and the Trilbor Trail, the path narrows a fair bit. And
Before we even get to the trail, or as we get to the trail?
as
on the
you come
trail?
around, like the first little bit, you're not very far off the high road. You're not very far into the Trilbor Trail. You're about half a day's ride out of, or half a day's trip out of Neverwinter.
Does it like naturally narrow, or does it look like it's been?
Yeah,
Like-
no, it's like a natural.
Okay.
It's not like a high ravine. It's probably like 10 feet on either side of you. It's enough that if you fell off the top of it, you'd probably not have a very nice rest of your day. But you're by no means in danger of dying because you fell off of the thing. Not
Yeah.
necessarily. Maybe if you land on your neck, you probably would die.
Ooh. Yeah.
Ooh, well,
So
don't.
don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't land on your neck, guys.
Oh,
Ooh.
Hello.
Get
A
this.
thing.
I must minimize this for now.
oh, work with me, tech.
Work with me. That's been going for us very well today.
There we go.
All
So you
right.
should have a new map with the
Yep.
Yes, we
four
do.
of you
I
in
see
your
it.
rough marching order and your wagon.
Mhm.
It's a very nice wagon.
Mhm.
Does it have spinning rims?
If you
That's a good
lift up
question.
one corner and spin the wheel, yes.
That's generally a good thing for to have. Oh god, I'm accidentally break dancing already. Okay.
Nice.
Is that our chocobo up there?
No,
In
you
the
don't see
ravine?
that.
Oh, okay. Okay. I guess when Torrin sees that the road narrows, he's going to motion to Grendel to just slow it down a bit, and then said,
I will. Sorry.
Okay. So, you guys got paid 10 crowns for this, right?
Yes, sir.
Indeed.
Doesn't that seem like, more than you'd expect?
Well, I don't know. I just like would we know kind of what the tools and stuff would be used for? Do we know where we're bringing them?
It looks like mining equipment.
All right.
Stuff that you would use for digging. You know that Gundren is an archaeologist of sorts.
Okay.
So this is not strange equipment to be taking him.
Right.
And
All right.
you're generally aware that depending on what you find, rare artifacts and things can make people quite a bit of money. So
right.
given the way that Gundren was going on and how willing he is to part with money, he's probably on the trail of something really worth everybody's time.
Okay. So I guess I would be like, I guess it wouldn't be out of the ordinary.
I don't
need something. Something must be important here to go through all this trouble.
There's anything fancy in the inventory. It must just be because maybe perhaps he's well off and willing to part with a little bit more money than usual.
Or maybe he wants us to guard something very important.
It's a job. We should really just get a move on and take the money and go do whatever it is you guys do with it.
All right.
I mean,
I'm ready to go when you guys are.
All I'm saying is that, I don't know, and I could be way too paranoid here, but all I'm saying is that if someone wanted to get at what Gundren's getting, this ravine seems like a pretty good place to do it.
I'll keep my eyes peeled. If you take a look out on top. That's true. We got to make our way there either way. There's no.
That's
a little bit of due caution never hurts anyone.
Just if everyone can keep your head on a swivel.
So I'm not entirely sure how it would work, but assuming that, we're sitting around on a wagon, we can just have generically readied weapons. That's the whole idea of the job, basically. So as we're going forward, is that something we would need to announce, or are we just generally on alert? Or...
No, it's generally considered if you had sheathed weapons that it's a standard action to, or not standard action. Okay. Sorry, wrong terms. That it is part of your attack action that you can draw them.
Okay.
And I have broken everything. Yeah. It's not open.
All right. I mean,
I'm ready to.
At least the weather's
good. The weather is nice. These trees are beautiful.
For once, the trees are so beautiful. I think I'll get a close. So I guess Torrin would hop down from the cart and start making his way towards the trees on the top side.
Okay, you guys can move freely. So
okay. Torrin, would you like me to go down along?
Whoever is driving the cart is responsible for moving the cart.
Okay. Do you want me to go out in the open while you flank around through the forest to see if anybody's there? Just to make sure the way's clear?
I mean, my goal here is just to make sure surprises on. I could be guessing wrong here, but I also don't want to spread us out too thin and just leave the wagon totally abandoned.
I can only. Oh, sorry.
Nope, that's it.
Oh, I can only bring the the cart along the road, so I have to stay on the road.
All right, I'll
And I'm-
stay with the car and lead the wagon.
Mm-hmm. And I guess Tor would make his way towards these woods somewhat sneakily.
Drivey wagon.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll a stealth check?
Oops. Where are you sideways?
I don't know. My character ended up sideways somehow.
Probably when you were grabbing the wagon.
don't
Yeah, make
believe
a stealth roll, Torin.
Oh, great.
Ooh.
Awesome. That's really
So-
unfortunate.
You sort of come up the hillside, catch your foot on a rock, stumble a little bit.
Nothing to see here.
You all right? Well,
I'm fine.
okay. Do you want me to pretend like I didn't see it?
See what?
Okay, you got it, buddy. All right, I guess I'll just keep leading the wagon.
Right.
You get about, well, I'll wait till you guys finish moving, but you guys get to about here. And
All right.
You see, I don't have an icon for it. You see an overturned cart and two chocobo. One is clearly dead, and the other one seems like it's struggling to move at all, and it's making this sort of pathetic quack quack sort of noise.
I would like to run to the chocobo and see how it's doing.
So I'm gonna go shove Bright out of the way and actually take a look at the bird with some form of training with some wound care and whatnot.
Okay.
You guys can leave the cart. You don't necessarily need to keep bringing it with you at this point.
I park it somewhat close.
Okay.
Torin makes his way along the north side of their thinking he's being stealthy, but it's really just like crunching on every possible branch.
We know exactly where you are.
Guys, see if you can find a person, a survivor.
All right. I'm going...
Prescription. Look for survivors.
All right. I'm going to move up a little bit past everything and look around.
Can I, okay, I want to move closer to the cliff edge, I guess. Ravine edge. Can I see anything from my vantage point?
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Stop right there.
Oh, sorry. Okay, that's fine.
I need your guys' sheets.
Yep. And by the way, to everyone who's watching right now, we can only see our sheets, but Sasha can see all of ours.
Yep.
There we go.
Okay. So, oh, and Bright, I'm gonna work.
What's up? She just moved you back a little bit.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Stuff happens before you get that far.
Okay, you got it.
So when you guys get close enough to the two chocobo to see what's up, they have very large, heavy-looking black arrows sticking out of them.
Ooh.
Um,
Who would dare injure such majestic creatures?
I'm very annoyed. I don't say anything, I'm just annoyed.
Torin and Draven.
See?
You guys are not surprised. Because you notice them on the ridge.
Can I shout out to them that they're there, or is that nothing?
You
Or
can.
to my-
It will still surprise the other two. Surprise means that they don't get to act. If you are surprised, you don't get to act in the first initiative round.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I am very startled and angry still.
I need initiatives.
All right.
Boy.
You're going to get one. Ooh, not great.
Hey. Nice, Draven.
I can't roll initiative.
You did.
We can see that.
You
Oh no!
All right.
You mean that you are ineffective at rolling initiative.
yes. That
That's
-1
the-
doesn't help.
That is a different thing tonight. Than I can't do that because technical
Yeah.
problems.
That's
Fair
true.
enough.
It's fair.
Okay, so the goblins beat you guys on initiative, and they will go first.
I am going to bring up my
Oh my.
combat tracker.
Oh, I ought to do that as well.
Yes.
Oh boy.
All right.
All right.
Goblins are real
so
fast.
Our first goblin is going to take a shot at Draven.
I duck.
Actually, no, he doesn't have line of sight on you from where he is. He's going to move.
Which
Oh god.
goblin?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
he's still up on the ridge. And he's going to shoot at you with a bow. And that will hit you.
I'm not pleased.
He's real accurate. Oh,
Oof.
wow.
I'm
Jesus.
not
Wow.
pleased.
Oh dear.
Oh, my.
Goblin number 2 is going to come out of this bush here. And he's going to take a shot at Bright with a bow.
That's not nice. Oh, he said something, too.
Draven said something.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Screams out a draconic curse.
Ooh.
So the goblin takes a shot at you, Bright, but the arrow goes wide and misses.
I understood the curse because it was in Draconic. Oh, that's glorious.
Oh, so it actually translates to those who actually know the language?
Yep.
It does.
That's amazing.
I might have a chuckle in game after hearing that insult.
Another goblin moves from the bush to the north towards Torn, takes a swing at him with a sword and misses.
I called the goblin who attacked and missed me a punk bitch.
There's a fourth goblin to the south that takes a shot at Grindeel and hits him.
Oh.
Stop hitting our mages.
Oh god.
Oh
For 5
dear.
damage.
It's a good thing we had the rogue checking for an ambush.
Listen, I'm having a bad day.
Draven. He kind of stumbled into them. Because
Wildly.
I found them.
You did.
I mean, we all collectively found him, to be fair, I think. You claiming that.
So, right. Priorities.
Priorities,
Yikes.
am I right?
I guess
So
I'm gonna have to.
Chat wants at least one of these goblins to be named Bob. So it will be.
Ooh. Bob the Goblin.
One
The
of these
Bob
goblins is
Boblin.
named Bob.
It's a Bob. It's a Bob Goblin.
Not to confuse with the hobgoblin.
We're all dumb.
Yes. Yes.
But we're the right type of dumb.
Exactly.
Also, yes. Yes.
I hate that me and
So-
Dalix went to the same place.
I guess I'm just gonna blow up all of my my spell slots right now because
Dude
we're
up.
dying here.
I
So
think-
Well,
think I will end up doing that as well.
So I am going to cure wounds on myself for my action. Oh, crap. Got to target myself. Come on. Learn to play game.
Play game.
And then pull up the combat tracker.
Oh, I should.
And then I will target, not myself, Grindeel. And with my bonus action, I will use Healing Word. And then I will... Oh, we're still on free move, but I'm gonna go run and take cover behind the wagon.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Hey, get up, fool!
So don't forget to click the turn complete when your turn is done.
Good call.
Good deal.
All right. Do I see this goblin directly to the south of me?
Yes, they are no longer trying to hide. They're out of hiding places.
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna try and take him out. I am gonna whip a magic missile at him.
Okay.
1 sec. Spells. And magic missile shoots out 3 darts of magical energy. So it's gonna do 3d4 plus, well, a d4 plus 1 3 times at him. Or at least it's supposed to.
Make sure you control click him to target him.
Right. Control. Click. There we go. And let's do magic missile. Boop. It's only gonna shoot 1, so I'm gonna hit it 3 times. And then 1 more.
There we go.
Nice.
All right, so the 3 darts go out and they hit him, and then I think I will, with my move action, get a little bit closer towards the wagon so as to protect our steed here.
Okay.
And that will be it for my turn.
Click the thingamabobble.
Oh yes, got it. Thank you.
Alright.
All right. I think I'm going to attack the dude in front of me, the goblin in front of me.
Sure.
I stab at thee, Bob. If that will actually, roll for me. Ah!
Oh
Oh,
It's
2 rolls, 2 ones!
Wow.
no! Turin is
Get
off
him
to a
out
great
early,
start.
huh?
Yeah. It's getting late early, folks. It's getting late early.
Ooh.
Well then, I'll glare menacingly at him as best as I can. And I don't think I have anything else I can do.
He returns the glare.
Ooh.
As the two of you sort of parry swords.
You're staring daggers at each other.
It's true.
You win this time, Bob. And I had my turn.
Alright, so we're down in a ravine, correct?
Yes, they are about
Drive
10
down
feet up from you.
Does it look like it's something I could run up to and get to them?
Well, you can't reach them from where you are, but you could definitely try to get up the hillside.
I would very much like to get up the hillside.
Alright, make a... first of all, which direction are you going?
I think I'm gonna go down. This guy, Goblin 4, is down, so I'm gonna go south towards Goblin 2.
Okay, so move yourself to the bottom of the wall where you want to go.
And that'd be like right here. Here?
Okay, I'm gonna move you here instead.
Okay. Yep.
Simply because you can't go here and then move up into his space, right?
Gotcha. Okay, you got it.
Make make a athletics check.
You got it. Yeah.
That will put you up beside him.
Hey. All right. Well, I would very much like to attack this man. So control click on him. He is targeted. All right. I would like to swing my long swords at him.
Go for it.
Ooh.
Jeez.
Not great.
All
right.
You miss with your main hand.
All right. Here comes the second.
Hey.
If that'll hit.
All right. Here
Very
comes the
nice.
damage. Thank you. Oh,
boy.
nice.
Ooh,
That was
very
almost max
good.
damage. All right. So that.
You guys can't. Chat can't see the rules. Can you call them out for us?
Oh, okay.
Sure. You
Okay.
guys should be able to see
Yeah.
them in the chat log, but I understand that it could be a little hard to decipher. I will do my best to let you guys know what they are rolled.
I mean, I think
Should we shout it out?
Yeah, we could probably
Yeah,
call
I mean,
out.
we could do it when we roll it.
Yeah, if you'd
Yeah,
like.
sure, let's
Either
do
way
it.
is fine. All right, so
Uh,
we'll go back to. Do you want me to start from the beginning of my turn and say?
Nope, you're good.
All right.
I've rolled two
no, but
ones, chat. That's all you need to know.
the digital dice in Fantasy Grounds itself. It's handling all of our dice rolls and all of our math for us, so that we can focus on more important things, like trying to look cool.
Oh yeah. All right, I'll end my
Right
turn
into
with
this
that,
all.
but
Not on
So
this
it'll-
stream, we're not. All these ones.
it is. I've ended my turn after successfully and quite handily taking out Goblin 2. There's no
Torrent
Bob.
Johnson.
There's no Bob, but I mean, can we get a name from chat for Goblin 2? If you see
Someone,
one.
the former,
The former, yep.
the goblin formerly known as alive.
Goblin formerly known as Breathing.
Draven beats feet and hides behind the cart, so Goblin 1 is just going to take the easy option, and he's just going to target the Black Mage
Oh joy.
Son
and
of
take
a
a
gun.
shot. And how did I click that twice? So
Oh, I think you had both of them.
no, he's targeting
targeted.
Draven too. He's still targeting Draven.
He's Robin Hood in
Shouldn't
that
happen.
thing. He's got two arrows on
Is he
there.
dual wielding?
That
hasn't
hits
stacked together.
Grindeal. He rolls a 15 and hits Grindeal. And he should not be rolling twice.
Oh, God.
Might have just
Oh,
hit that.
I might have to
And
take
he's
cover.
gonna
in
he's
the
gonna hit
cart.
Grindeal for 7 damage and bring him down to heavy status.
No!
Next time, duck.
Hey, I have an arrow sticking out of my back. I
I'm very
don't
upset by this.
think.
Goblin 2 is dying.
Bright turns to Grendeal
He's dead.
and screams. He's very angry and says, "No!"
Goblin 3 is gonna try to take another swing at Torin, and he rolls a 19.
Oh my.
Sasha rigged the dice.
It feels like that.
That'll hit your AC. And
Yes,
then
it
he'll
will.
follow that up with 4 damage,
Ugh.
bringing you down to
Wow.
wounded.
Ow!
Goblin 4 is still dead. And that brings us to Draven.
Alrighty. I guess mending isn't gonna help, is it?
No.
I am gonna shoot at Goblin 1 with a crossbow.
Sure.
I mean, probably not well. Do I need to disadvantage it?
No, you have clean line of sight. You're far enough back that the height up won't matter, and he's not actually in cover.
Ooh.
That'll miss though. Shoot a little wide.
A little. All right.
Hello, SP Bro.
I've got nothing else.
By the way, do we add ammo to all of our stuff, guys? In our equipment?
I did to mine.
Okay.
I'm in melee right now, but yeah.
All right. I don't know if heavy is like a status, but am I able to climb into this cart and take cover?
There we go.
Wouldn't under it be more cover?
The cart will provide a little bit of cover. We'll make ranged attacks against you while you're in the cart with disadvantage.
He is very tiny. Does that help?
Okay.
That does help.
So I'm going to come over to this wagon here. And then if I still have an action, I'm going to use mage armor so I can hopefully stay alive.
Sure, that sounds like a good idea.
Alright. I wanted to use it initially, but we kind of got ambushed. And I figured offense was the better defense, so I will use mage armor.
And that gives Grendeal an extra 3 AC.
Nice.
Gives you a little bit more durability. So heavy's not a status ailment in the sense that it changes the way you play. It is a reflection of your condition. You are heavily damaged.
Okay. Oh, and I guess that'll be it, because I've used my actions. So I will pass my turn.
Alright.
Alright, let's try this again. I'm going to stab at Bob again.
Get him, Torin.
Hey, I hit him.
Hey.
Better. That'll hit. That's a 15.
Alright, yeah,
That'll do.
15 to hit, and then 6 damage.
That brings the goblin into heavy damage status.
Don't mess with me, Bob.
He's not quite done yet.
He's not quite dead yet. Sorry.
Can't help it. I understand.
It wouldn't be the first.
Right. I'm
It would
assuming
be for Soze.
I can't disengage, so I guess I'll just end my turn.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, I could disengage, but yeah.
All right. I'm very angry at what they're doing to my friends right now. All right. Or well, my acquaintances. Let me ask you. Going now, am I up on top of this hill now?
Yes, you are.
I don't know if this is metagaming or not. Do I have to do anything if I run back down the hill?
I'm gonna make you do a acrobatics check.
Oh, okay. All right. So can I show what I'm gonna do? I was gonna run down the hill and then.
Basically, what I want you to do is, because I have to confirm your movement, you move where you want to go, and I will tell you what checks you need to do to accomplish that.
Okay, so I can choose not to do that then?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, how do I check how far away they are again? Do I just pull the arrow?
If you can just control click on them, and it will give you the distance to them.
Okay. Oh, okay. Actually, that might work pretty well.
And you can control click on an enemy to release the targeting.
To release it, okay. Let me just... Alright, so he's in the perfect range for... Now, can I switch to my hand axes and still get an attack action?
Since you already have a weapon drawn, changing your weapon mid-turn will cost you 1 square of movement, 5 feet.
Alright, so, but since I'm not moving, it won't make a difference then?
Yeah, it wouldn't matter.
Okay, I'm going to switch to my... I can ready both of my hand axes since I have 2 weapon fighter, I believe. Alright, I'm going to pull out both of my hand axes. Now, I didn't get to ask this before, but can 2... Since I'm dual wielding, does that count as I can do 2 ranged attacks, or can I only do 1 ranged attack?
For tonight, I'm going to say no, that it's only 1 ranged attack.
Okay, you got it. Alright, I'm going to throw my hand axe at Goblin... Who am I targeting now? Is that Goblin 1?
You're targeting 2 right now.
Am I? Oh, hold on. Yeah, I'm targeting them both. You're right.
Double target. You're good. You're good.
Okay, thank you. All right. So, and my range for it is 20, so I'm not at disadvantage right now. So I'm going to roll the dice for my attack.
Oh,
nice.
Natural
20 for
20.
a critical hit.
Nice. Okay. So here we go. Here's the damage. Ooh, not bad. All right.
Yeah, that'll do it.
It actually it took away the ammo automatically too, so that's cool.
He did 11 damage there.
That was pretty good.
That's a lot.
I mean, it's 1d6 plus 3, so
That was very nice.
Your axe, like, with precision, nails the goblin between its eyes and just topples him ass over tea kettle. He's slides down the hill in a bloody lump.
I'm gonna scream as that happens. I'm gonna cheer and be like, "That's what you get," and end my turn.
So Goblin 1 is not in good condition. Oh wait, he's dead. Never mind, wrong goblin.
Yeah, well, that's not good.
No, he is not, in
Goblin 2
fact.
No, he really isn't, is he? Goblin 3 is the goblin who I thought I was talking about.
You mean Bob?
He's not in good. Bob. He is not in good condition. He has just seen all of his companions eliminated. He's going to use a goblin trait called Nimble Escape that lets him disengage as a bonus action. And he's going to disengage from Torin. And he's
Damn
gonna
you,
jump
Bob!
feet. So,
The epic struggle
5, 10,
between Torin
15,
and
20,
the legendary Bob.
25, 30. He'll go there, and that will end his turn. Driven.
I pray for a nat 20.
Can you just start chanting to Ramen? Ramen.
It's ramen.
It's a cleric of ramen. That's canon now.
The cleric of ramen.
There was another. It was actually I was saying Ramun. Do you guys know who Ramun is? That was another god that does lightning in a different game. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So I attempt a shot.
I think we should go with the canon explanation that Bright thinks that the god's name is ramen, and
That's fine.
that
That's perfect.
Daleks serves a big bowl of noodles. I think that should be the
Yes.
Can it be a lightning bowl of noodles?
It must be.
That's only in my head,
Sorry,
correct?
I interrupted.
It's all good. So I'm gonna fire at this thing. Do I need any kind of modifiers before I hit roll?
He is. What is the range on your spell? First of all,
Just shooting a crossbow.
shooting a crossbow. Okay.
Uphill through multiple trees, apparently.
Yeah, that's
I mean, it's within his
You're
first
rolling this
range.
with disadvantage. You're rolling this with disadvantage.
Are you sure?
Yes.
He prayed and everything to the giant bull.
Oh!
Oh! If you can't read that, his dropped die was a 20.
A nat 20.
Oh.
But if I had rolled 2, that would have been epic.
It would have been like a 40.
Yes, a nat 40.
Exactly.
Anything
The
else
goblin
Driven?
just disappears.
Nope, I've got nothing else. My Hail Mary didn't work.
That's a good Hail Mary.
I might be able to do something. So I'm looking at my spells and they say one action, right? So
Yes.
does that mean I could say use an action to cast True Strike and then use another action to cast Firebolt? Is that how that would work?
One action. You only have one action on your turn.
Oh, okay. That's what I was making sure. You know what? I will just see if I can hit him then with my firebolt.
Oh.
Okay, you're gonna shoot with disadvantage
That's fine.
because you're in the cart and he's up a
I
hill behind
understand.
trees.
I'm firing through trees, and I'm just taking a pot shot basically. Is there a way to? Okay, I guess I gotta hit the disadvantage button.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
And
I
make
will
sure
do
you-
that, and I will cast Firebolt and see what happens.
Miss.
That is a
I
miss.
missed.
He rolled with the disadvantage. It was a 7 or 12.
So
Excuse me.
chat wants to know. Sorry, words. Draven, chat wants to know if your god is the flying spaghetti monster.
Apparently now.
And Morbid says that we need to praise the great colander in the sky.
Hey, Morbid.
Fair enough.
Oh, if
Alright,
only I had a
Praise the sun.
colander, I would go put one on my head right now.
Anything else on your turn, Grindeal?
Daleks, I'm sorry.
Oh, nope, I'm done.
It's
I'm
funny.
sorry. I'll move it.
Okay, Torin.
All right, I'm gonna move towards out of the trees so I have a clear shot at Bob. To like where I've indicated on the map, assuming that would give me a clear shot. And then I'm going to, since I only use 20, I'm going to switch to my short bow, and then I'm going
Okay.
to attempt to shoot at him with my short bow. And I hit.
Nice.
That's a hit.
Very
That's a
nice.
15.
And then, yeah,
It was enough.
I slayed Bob.
Yay!
Bob is slayed. I rolled a 15 to hit, and then I rolled a 1 plus 3 for 4 damage, which he only had 1 hit point left apparently. So Bob is
Nice.
dead.
I raise my other hand axe and say, "Good job! Ha!"
Oh, I have an arrow sticking out of my back. I'd much rather have my face planted squarely in a book, but I must prove to my colleagues that I am not just a bookworm.
Chad is devastated that Bob has died.
There'll be another one.
Listen, I couldn't forgive him after he stabbed me.
It took 3 of
Take
us.
a memento.
Bob struck first. We were just acting in self-defense.
Bob shot first.
Take
Is that going
Bob's.
to be retconned later?
Oh, jeez.
Bob was someone's father this whole time.
I'm already getting requests to fake Bob's death. So
Oh, God.
I feel like it's within his wheelhouse.
Are we out of
okay,
initiative?
So you guys are out of initiative. You are out of combat.
All right, I'm
Okay.
gonna rush over to Grendel, see if he's okay.
Right, I should probably stop targeting him.
So I'm going to go check on the bird because apparently Bright's going to heal the mage.
Well, I just want to check on him, alright? Unlike you, Cleric, I care about my teammates.
And I'm gonna go check out Bob's body and rummage around his pockets.
Oh, actually, do I make sure that Grendel's okay real quick? Can I maybe pull out... No, I'm not going to do any of that, but...
You guys can spend your hit die if you so choose to recover hit points. I've unlocked tokens you guys can move freely.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna use a hit die then.
I will do so
Because I'm out
too.
of spells.
Because I'm super squishy. We're all super squishy.
Does anybody know how to remove an arrow from one's back?
Am I allowed to attempt that?
There was this adventurer I helped once that took an arrow to the knee.
He's dead. Alright.
Okay, so yeah, everyone is recovered whatever they recover. Grindeel, Bright, you don't necessarily need to assist Grindeel in healing.
Alright, then I'm gonna go pull my hand axe out of the face of that goblin.
Okay.
I will return here.
Am I
in
allowed to
a
do
moment.
that
I have
actually
use
to
the
retrieve
bathroom
my
really
ammo?
quick.
Yeah,
Yes.
can we?
Okay.
That will
I'll be right
recover
back.
your axe.
All right, I can
Okay.
just take away the check mark on my ammo then.
Can I do the same thing with an arrow then?
Yes.
Do we have to roll anything, or can we just recover it?
No, for mundane ammunition, I will let you guys recover it if you remember to go recover it.
Okay.
Whenever you find
That's fair.
specialized ammunition, like I don't know, like explosive arrows or something like that, they're probably not recoverable.
Is there an
Gotcha.
explosive hand axe?
I don't believe so, but I know in previous editions there were like ceramic jars you could get that would like ignite on impact,
Ooh,
effectively hand grenades.
that's amazing.
Fantasy hand grenades.
Hand grenades.
The holy hand grenade of Antioch, perhaps. Okay, I
You
need
must
to
pull the pin on the count of 3,
All right.
not 4.
So I check on the bird. If the bird is fine, I'm gonna go rummage the overturned wagon.
The wounded chocobo is basically dead. It's yeah.
Should we put it out of its misery?
You very much get the sense that the goblins intentionally wounded it in such a way that it would still be able to call out, but it's been here.
Mm.
It's been here probably most of the day and most of the previous day.
They were
it's
obviously preserving dinner for us.
Yeah, that and they were using it as bait to draw people in.
Aw.
That's less interesting.
Right.
Dalix, can I get you to make a investigation check?
I don't know how blankets work.
Sure.
While he's investigating
Not a
the
good one.
cart, can I look through Bob's things?
Sure.
Actually, I'll rummage through the other goblins if that's okay.
If you guys are checking the goblins, make perception checks.
Yep.
Perception or investigation?
Ooh, yes.
Perception.
Perception.
Okay.
Alright, here comes mine.
Oh, god damn it.
Mine's not better. I got an 8 on my perception.
That is not how I roll
Nice.
perception.
Why,
Nice.
guys?
Ooh, we got an 11, an
Nice.
8, and a 19 perception.
Alrighty.
Plus 6 got me an
so-
11.
So let's start with Bright because he's got the lowest of the perceptions, and then I'll come back to
Thanks.
the investigation driven.
Thanks.
Bright, you root through the goblins' stuff, and you find sort of like a crude blunt, roughly sharpened
Okay.
sword.
Crude weaponry.
Crude weaponry, simple armor. Nothing that is really stand out or really all that impressive. But it's you sort of get a sense of the cobbled together aspect of their armor. But what you do take away from it is that it hasn't been maintained recently. So it's likely that they've been out here for a little while.
Okay.
Yeah, like you didn't just happen across a goblin who had just come from their den. This guy has been using this particular sword for a little while.
So after we do the
Oop.
perceptions, I wanted to do an investigation to see if there's any other victims around.
Okay, one sec.
Yep, absolutely.
Torin and Grindeel, you find roughly the same stuff in terms of what the goblins have in a way of equipment.
Okay.
But you guys notice there's an awful lot, especially you, Torin, where you're up in the trees already. You notice that there's a lot of footpath, traveled ground up here. And if you look around a little bit, now that you've noticed these footpaths, you will very easily come across a very rudimentary camp, which leads you to believe that these goblins have been here probably for weeks.
Okay. Can I search through the camp at all, or is it just like a fire pit?
It's basically a fire pit. You see like a really dirty bedroll that you don't really want to get too much closer to.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah,
Um,
man.
Grindeel, since you're not up in the trees where the camp is, what you notice is the the wagon that's tipped over off the side of the road. It is the same tethers, the same ropes and reins that are on the chocobos.
Oh,
So this wagon came with them. And
okay.
Draven, since you were investigating the chocobo, you recognize there's something about the saddle that it's wearing that you recognize as the chocobo that Gundren rode out with on the day prior.
Oh boy.
Fantastic.
Plot thickens.
Did we get paid ahead of time?
Probably gonna wish we did.
I believe it was that he was going to pay you upon arrival.
Sweet. Awesome.
Not great for us.
All right.
So I guess share out the information that I got. I wonder how much these chocobos would be worth. I mean,
Their corpses,
Not
you
much in
mean?
their current condition.
feathers, meat. I mean, come on.
Mending probably
That's
won't
true.
help you much.
What? No.
Question: do you think there'd be like an
Yeah.
empty canvas bag in our cart, or
Probably
some,
there's probably a backpack in there somewhere, or at the very least, there's probably still some space in the cart.
Okay, because what I would like to do is I would like to encourage us to harvest the ears of the goblins, on the off chance that there might be some sort of reward.
Wait. You mean cut them off?
I mean, it's easier than dragging the whole goblin.
It's all you, buddy.
I will allow you to do that, but
I don't think there's anything about you allowing me to do anything.
wow. All right, fine. How very rude.
So is that no one else is going to harvest ears?
I'm gonna skip out on it.
I will
Okay,
reluctantly.
Torin, can you roll the d8?
I will reluctantly
D8?
harvest an ear.
Yes.
This one, I think. Yeah, an 8.
Nope, that's a 10.
Damn it.
That was a 10. Uh,
6.
you are able from the goblins here you're able to get 6 well cleaved ears. The other 2 ears kind of tear and aren't really suitable as roof.
Okay, so I'll put 6 goblin ears in my.
I was going to try and harvest an ear, but I was a little bit too grossed out by it.
Well, if that's the case, then I walk over to Grindeel. I grab his hand and I slap one of the ears in his palm, and I go, here's your first taste of field research. I close his hand on the ear.
It's slimy and warm.
Yeah, things that are made of flesh and blood and not paper and ink tend to be that way.
I will reluctantly put it somewhere in my backpack.
Right, can you make another investigation check for me?
Yeah, absolutely. All right, here we go.
Nice.
19.
When everyone else is sort of grossed out by the ears and the ear harvesting, it occurs to you that the chocobo has saddlebags, and you decide to take a look in them to see if there's anything there. And you're a little disappointed when it turns out that they're empty. But
it happens.
They're empty except for like a leather-bound canister. It's probably about 10 inches long, and probably about as around as maybe a soda can. And it's got like a wood engraved screw top on one end.
Okay,
And
so
it's
it's
full
housing
of
something.
springy snakes.
Oh god. I would like to open it and see what's inside.
Sure. You open the end of it and you sort of turn it and shake it into your hand, and nothing comes out of it.
Oh.
All right. I would like to tell them about it and maybe bring it to Grendel, see if maybe he sees something with it magical or something like that, or if any of them can see.
If it's a fancy bag,
yeah, like if something's going on with it.
I can look at it and see. I'll roll an Arcana.
I will give it to him. By the way, should I tell everyone that this is the first time I'm playing D&D, so I don't know everything?
It is.
I
I
got
got nothing to
I covered a
apologize
little bit
for.
of that in our opening, but
Okay.
we're all sort of new to this edition, so I think we're doing all right.
I got a 14 to check the
That's
bag.
nice.
There is nothing magical about this canister. Can you guys make a oh, the check I want isn't there anymore. Make a history check.
History?
Ooh, history.
Any
Ooh, I
and
can do
all
that.
of you can, because you guys are all together.
Hey, nice
Get
shot.
at me. Aw. I got a
Why did
19,
it
but I
roll
got
twice?
beat out.
Oh, it didn't. Just similar.
Yeah.
So you all Draven, you recognize the particular scroll work in the leather as being a design that is not particularly common to this area. In fact, it's probably not common to many areas, since this particular style of leatherworking has gone out of use about 450 years ago.
Wee.
Interesting.
The rest of you recognize the particular design of the canister as being a map case.
It's all 19 gets me, huh? See how it is. All right.
Yep.
You know what the difference between 19 and 20 is? One's
One.
a crit.
Is there any? Can we see any writing on the tube at all?
Not really. It's more just sort of like a geometric pattern that's sort of etched into the leather.
So, this was a chocobo. So I got this map case from the chocobo
from the saddlebag of the chocobo that the person who hired you was riding yesterday.
Okay. So, it's possible, guys, that he may have survived this and took the map with him. So we might still get paid, guys.
I mean, I would like to think that.
So, do we assume that he got away on foot? Did he get kidnapped? Is he hiding? I mean, what are we doing? Are we moving on, or are we searching for him? Or
can I ask a quick question?
Ask away.
Out of character. When I was searching through that rudimentary goblin camp, there was no evidence, like non-goblin things being there, right?
I mean, not that you noticed, but now that you have an inkling that there might be something like that, you could go make another check. Now that you have additional information,
I would like to go investigate that camp again.
Would I like to, or do I know that the camp is there too? Did he tell me?
I would tell the group that, like, I found these, what I think to be these goblins' camp, up on the ridge.
I would also like to check it out.
I would like to very ineptly and clumsily attempt to see if there are footprints leading away from the combat area, like past it, the other side that we may not have destroyed all evidence at.
Also, as I'm walking to the camp, I'm like, don't leave the cart alone.
I will stay with the cart. Don't worry.
Yeah, play
Right.
with your ear.
Can I get
I
perception
don't
checks?
want to play with the ear.
Can I get perception checks from everybody?
Yep.
Oh yes, certainly.
Certainly.
Great.
22.
I got
look,
a 1.
It's another one.
That's okay. I rolled low too, Bright.
It's not that low.
You got a crit.
I did get a crit. I forget who I am and what I'm doing.
Meanwhile, I'm like giving Brett like the mom arm. Like, no, just stay over there.
So anytime we do these group skill checks where they're all basically the same check for relatively the same things, I'm always going to start with the low checks because everyone who got the low check knows at least everyone who gets higher than that knows at least what the low check got.
Do I still remember my name?
Yes, you don't forget anything.
Okay, good.
But in the process of trying to get to and search the camp, you're somewhat distracted when you push a tree branch out of the way and it sort of slips from your fingers and smacks you in the face.
Oh.
Remember, I turn to Torin and say, "Remember when I didn't see the thing that happened to you?"
I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly, me and you.
Good.
Okay.
Grindeel, you sort of sit on the wagon and watch as Draven sort of walks around the trail, and you just sort of sit there and you're like, I am really uncomfortable because I kind of hurt all over still.
Yes.
So you're not super paying attention to much of anything. You're just sort of trying to take it easy for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go, Draven. As you sort of look around the trail, you occasionally think that you find tracks that are useful, but they end up turning back in on themselves and churning back into more mud. Not all of this churned foot track is yours. Some of this looks like it's been here a little longer, maybe from the day before. So clearly, whatever happened yesterday caused a big kerfuffle in this ravine, and you guys did not help it. So you can't really get a sense of where anyone might have gone. The best that you can do is that there are some older tracks that lead along the road, but you can't see. They don't look like they are recent enough to be tracks that would have been made yesterday. They're pretty old ruts in the road. Torin, while you are searching the camp, you don't find additional footprints, but you do find a trail. Can you make a nature check for me?
Yep. 12.
You find a trail that is very clearly goblin-style footprints, dragging a heavy sack or something behind it.
Now, what direction does it go in?
Northeast.
Okay, so deeper into the woods?
Yeah.
Okay. I point out the path to Bright. I'm like, this may be what we're looking for.
Okay.
And I without repeating word for word what you said, I transmit the information.
All right, I'm still touching my face from getting hit by a branch. I'm pulling leaves out of my helmet.
I see him start at like, wait, no, hold still, and I like grab his forehead and just like start pulling.
Thank you, Torin. I very much appreciate this.
It's the least I can do. How did this happen?
Nature's kicking our ass today, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's not good.
Better the whole urban sneaking thing, but
we'll get there.
We'll get there.
All right. Should one of us go back and tell them that we may have found our path, or should we all get together?
I think we should all go back.
All right, I'm gonna head back.
Draven, did you find anything by the chocobos?
I did actually.
What did
Oh,
you find? What do you got?
I found over in the big path area in the ravine that there was an ambush there. It looks like there were 4 goblins, and
No
they
more than
got
me.
into a fight. And it was with what was likely a gnome, 2 humans, and a dragonborn.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
That sounds almost identical to what happened to us.
Right. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Good to know. But
I'm an expert tracker.
Impressive.
Yeah.
No.
Bright and I found a path through the woods to the north of the ravine.
I totally helped.
He did. He was very helpful. That showed goblin foot tracks going off deeper into the woods, followed by what looks like a rut that was caused by something heavy being dragged. So that may be what happened to our man. Our paychecks.
Can I actually have his name real quick so I can remember it?
Gundren?
Gundren? Thank you.
I was pretty sure.
Rockseeker, I think?
Rotseeker, yes, sir.
That's a cool name.
I was pretty sure our paycheck was at the end of this road.
That's true.
Looks like he was intercepted by some goblins.
Well, how far away are we to the our
We don't know
destination?
that
You
it's
guys
him,
are
do
you
we?
guys are a little over halfway to Phandelver.
Do we want to go there and drop off our supplies and see if he made it there?
I was gonna say we can't be for sure that it's Gundren, so perhaps it might be wise to go to Phandelver first.
If we don't follow this trail, we're leaving someone to die. Just so we're all aware of this.
Yes,
I'm fine with.
Well, I mean, I don't want to.
We can't bring. Would it be? Like we wouldn't be able to bring the supplies with us, though.
I know that is the issue here is that I agree that if we leave this path alone, we may be condemning someone to a terrible death, or at the very best, terrible confinement amongst goblins.
Till we get back.
The issue, but the other issue is
already been a day and a half.
Yeah, we can't. Okay, I'm just trying to hash it out here. We can't bring the cart with us into the woods, or if we could, it'd be very, very difficult.
Yeah.
Also, pretty sure most of us are still in pretty rough shape after that fight. We may be healthier.
I'm okay. Not that I'm bragging.
No, what I mean is, how charged do you are?
Right.
Could you still fling a firebolt or a magic missile?
I have firebolts, but that is all I have. I don't have any.
Also, we'd be going into a wooded environment.
I have sticks and bandages.
That's always helpful.
That's about all you're gonna get.
I don't feel good leaving.
Free after all.
Even if it's a possible thing that if that was a person in the rucksack, which we still don't know, it could have been something else. It could have been
not a real person.
Well,
hey, whoa!
All right, calm down. But it could have also been something else heavy. It could have been coin or supplies,
which may be worth pursuing in its own right.
Very true. I would be more accepting of going to try and help the person.
Could we maybe try to hide the wagon, do you think?
That's what I'm wondering.
Pull it off into the road, or off of the road.
Like pull it off. I'm gonna move.
We'd have to take the chocobo with us as well.
There does appear to be some thicker brush down here below this little drop off here.
I mean, I'm certainly not in favor of dragging this cart up this ridge. But...
Well, let me throw this out to you guys. All right. Now, not to be callous, but this may have happened up probably about a day ago. So that person has been dragged, pulled away. And if they were going to kill them, they would have done it immediately. So they're probably trying to get information, possibly from this person, or a ransom. So if they're going to be, they're either dead already, or they're going to be alive long enough for us to go drop off these supplies, see what's going on at the quarry or wherever it is that we're going, whatever we're bringing them to the Phandelver, and then find out more information, then go out and make a rescue mission.
I mean, and we might be able to get if we struggled with just these 4 goblins, what lies ahead?
We would also be able to take a rest at the end of the day and then head out the next morning. That's what I'm in.
Do any of us know exactly how far Phandelver is from where we are currently?
About half a day.
Like I said,
Half a day.
You guys are a little
half.
over halfway there.
I mean, if we could set out like really, really early in the morning back to this spot if we really need to.
How much daylight do we have?
You guys probably set out pretty early in the morning from Neverwinter. So you're probably a little past midday. By the time you get to Phandelver, it'll probably be early evening, dusk.
Here's a possibility.
Yeah.
Would anyone be opposed to camping here?
I'm fine with camping here.
Like, maybe we can take some of smorgasbording all of our other previous plans together. That's not a verb. Maybe like hide the cart somehow. Keep the chocobo busy, and like, we're obviously not going to bed for a night, but if we can rest for like 6 hours, then we can start heading out towards. Well, I don't know if we want to do that at night, but it's a possibility.
You want to go raid a goblin cave at night?
No, not really.
In the dark.
We'd probably want to go and...
Yeah, as much as it pains me, it might be our best bet to go to Phandelver and then come back. Ignore what I just said.
That is what I'm thinking as well.
I really think we should try to save this person. I mean, we don't know how long it's actually been.
That's true as well.
Did we have any idea of how long the path was, or how far the path went?
You guys only really scouted around the camp, so you know where it's gone, but you haven't any sort of idea of how far into the woods it goes.
Okay.
Certainly more than 15, 20 feet into the woods. It's a the path would go quite a ways.
Okay.
I will adhere to the group if you guys want to go see if we can rescue him. But that just means we're going to have to deal with the wagon and the chocobo. Like, are we going to leave the chocobo here? Are we taking the chocobo with us? They'll definitely hear that in the woods. It's a giant bird.
I mean, we could tether it to a tree instead of the wagon and leave it for the wolves and the other goblins, but... I mean, what's the other? We could turn it loose. Are you gonna push the wagon, Bright?
I could just certainly give it a shot.
Let's.
We haven't heard from you, Grundeal. What do you got?
An arrow in the back.
Well, I did have one of those previously.
He had 2 of those, I think.
Perhaps. I think, as inconvenient as it may be. Well, but they are goblins. They might.
Hit us with that sage wisdom.
My sage wisdom? My sage wisdom is to always overcomplicate things.
I don't like that.
So perhaps we should go to Phandelver and get lots and lots and lots of supplies so we can ambush the goblins in various traps and other things, various sundries and poisons and other things that we can use to disable the goblins. And then when we come back, we will make sure to grab sticks. That way we can cover our footprints. That way nobody can follow us. And then as we proceed into the woods, we will make sure to be very, very quiet and set lots and lots and lots of traps. That way, if we can lure the goblins out into an ambush.
Okay, Torin is kind of realizing that Grundeel's just kind of defecating. He's just like, cool. And he just lets him go on for a while.
Yeah.
But then he kind of breaks in a little frustrated, like, look, I agree, Draven, that we should be doing what we can to save whoever or whatever has been taken.
All right.
But what is the good of it if we get killed in the attempt? What is the good of it if we cannot... where are you going, Draven? What is the good of it if we cannot rescue?
So 3 votes for Phandelin, yeah?
That's what it sounded like.
Alright.
I vote
Jordy
for
roll.
Phandelin. I just perhaps if we make quick work of it, I don't believe is Gundren is a dwarf, right?
Yes, he is.
Dwarves are very, very strong. I don't imagine he would go down easily, or he would probably give them a bit of a struggle, I imagine. So it might not be completely unreasonable that he would, be alive still when we get there.
So, Phandalin it is then, right? Phandalin it is then.
Fine.
We will set out as early as possible.
Yes.
All right, let's get a move on.
All right, you guys can close that battle map.
All right.
Back to the road map.
Yep.
And you guys can continue moving up the Trilbor Trail towards Phandalin.
And take this. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not the pilot. But I moved us.
Yeah, Chocobo. Yeah.
Yeah, Trick. Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, this is cozy.
Oh, that's a nice ruined building. Which direction are we coming in from?
That's what I'm figuring out. Hold
on. Okay.
Compass north. You guys are coming from the north. So you're coming in. I'm glad that this map actually has a road that corresponds with the overworld map. That's useful.
That is handy.
Please ignore the compass in the corner. It doesn't know what it's talking about.
Okay.
Okay.
I believe.
So you guys.
I can't talk, but I believe.
Yeah, blue marker. Yeah, that's where you guys are coming.
Here we are. Okay.
Okay. I mean, I guess we should head for like the town square area.
Yep.
You guys can't see where I'm pointing my cursor.
Head to the center of town.
So point with your finger.
That way.
Please do hand signs.
Were we told exactly where to drop this cart off in Phandalin, or was it just go to bring it to Phandalin and meet up with
to, another branch. Let me make sure this is right.
Is there like a portal in the middle there?
You are bringing this to another branch of Barthen's Provisions here in town. Who is Barthen's is this large general store company that operates out of Neverwinter in this area. And they are the ones supplying Gundren, and you guys have brought this material that Gundren has bought in Neverwinter to Phandalin for him. So you are bringing it to Barthen's Provisions in Phandalin to deliver. This is where you're meant to bring it, and it is
okay.
Let's bring it there then.
You are bringing it there. It will be here.
All right. I say we head there.
Agreed.
Yep.
So you arrive and you meet the proprietor, Elmer Barthen. He's a lean and bulging human male shopkeeper, around 50 years old. He's friendly, kindly shopkeep. There's a couple of young clerks who are there to unload the wagons, who wait on customers when Barthen isn't around. And as you guys sort of roll up in the wagon, he sort of steps out, sort of dusts his hands off on the apron smock around his waist. He's like, "Ah, you must be the gentleman from Neverwinter."
Aye, we be from Neverwinter. Tell me, shopkeep, has a Gundren Rockseeker been through?
He when you confirm that you guys are from Neverwinter, he gestures to the two errand boys, and they come over and they start unloading the wagon. He goes, "Nope, I ain't seen Gundren. Not here.
All right.
As far as I know, you must have passed him on the road."
Well, that's what we're afraid of. For it was not an easy passage to hear Fandel. Why am I talking like that? To Fandel in here. We encountered some goblins on the way here. Has that been an issue recently?
Yeah, that's pretty par for the course. It sounds like over the last few weeks, it sounds like it's been more and more common.
Well, that's
That's it's not great.
all right. Who's the yeah? Right, as he's as they're unloading the stuff. I guess Torin would ask like who's then.
Sorry, you cut it there for a second, Rebecca.
Oh, sorry. Who was like the local authority, like the guards or whatever? Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's just Discord going in and out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just checking. There's a whole bunch of different things here in Phandelver, and I'm just trying to check to see which one of these is most appropriate to your question. Sorry. Okay, so ask your question again.
It's like I guess Torin would ask like who's doing anything about it, yada yada yada.
Well, there isn't much anything. We sort of rely on the occasional patrol out of Neverwinter, but we're just a small farming village. There's not much here in terms of, well, anything. It's kind of a way station between Neverwinter and elsewhere, so there's a handful of merchant shops here, but by and large, Phandelver's kind of it's kind of like a frontier town. Think of like a Wild West. This place barely has anything in terms of local government. They sort of unanimously pick someone to make all of the big decisions for the community for a period of a year, and that's about as close as they get to something resembling a government.
Okay. I'm assuming we were all just there to hear that.
Yeah.
Well, at least we have it confirmed now.
Yeah, we know what our next course of action is.
To the tavern!
To the tavern.
From where we were at the crossroads, it was half day by cart. How far would it be by foot?
It's about the same. Because
Okay.
you weren't driving the cart at like a particularly high pace. I mean,
Okay.
One of you was on foot walking most of the way too, right?
Yeah, me.
Okay.
So I guess now that we dropped off our stuff, we should probably gather some information, see if anyone else.
Paid?
Gundren's been taken, so probably not.
He goes, "Yes, hold on. Give me a
Oh.
moment." And he steps
Hmm.
into the shop and comes back. All right, this is new. How does this?
Delivery pay.
Oh.
Ooh,
Wish I got paid
fancy.
quickly.
How do I actually give those to you? Oh, there we go. You can close that window.
All right. We each get 10, right?
Don't edit your sheet.
Nope, I was not going to. I was just wondering.
Because, ta-da.
Nice. Lovely.
Oh, very nice.
The powers of the DM.
Money, 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 money. No.
Hey, why'd you split it? I thought that was for me.
Mm-mm.
Our Dragonborn friend has a sense of humor.
Indeed.
See, he says,
So,
he goes, it is mighty weird that you made it here before, Gundren. I thought he was leaving, thought he left the night before you did. He should have been here long ago.
Can we explain to him what we found there? About the ambush and him possibly being taken?
I think we kind of have to.
All
I
right.
think
What's
we
up?
should just. I think we should just walk away.
From the whole thing?
Just take the money and run.
No, from the guy, and yeah, I mean, I don't know how we would, and then stay in town though. I mean, the whole point was to go rescue Gundren, but now at this point, by the time we get back, it's going to be probably middle of the night, early morning.
Well, the plan was to stay here and then go out the next morning.
Mm-hmm.
And right, leave the guy out there with the goblins overnight. I remember.
Well, he was already with them for one night, most likely, because he was a day ahead of us.
Right, and being with them longer increases your chances of survival.
I mean, come on. But, yeah, I mean...
Well, if they were going to kill him, they probably would have killed him the first night, right? They're probably keeping him alive for some reason.
Because they're goblins and they like to torture things until they die.
Unless it's something to do with the map that they wanted.
I mean, I myself am about what that map may have contained.
All right.
So
And
this
way... Yep.
Well, you guys sort of hash this out amongst yourselves. Elmar sort of steps forward a little bit. He puts his hand up. He goes, I hate to overhear, but you mentioned goblins earlier. Do you think goblins had anything to do with this? He seems somewhat concerned. I mean, he did mention that there has been noted goblin trouble over the last couple of weeks.
We were ambushed on the way here.
Yeah, they must have been ambushed as well.
You know, the group of you, I really hate to eavesdrop, but you seem really torn about what to do with this situation. We don't really have anyone actively trying to repel the goblins, but I do know that Leanne Graywin at the Lion Shield Coster, she may have some more information about it. She runs a pretty significant trading post out of Phandelver. She may have more information that could be beneficial to you, whether you decide to go now or to go later.
Sounds like she's a person we need to talk to. All right.
What was that name again? Leanne Graywin?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I mean, that seems to be the next move, does it not?
Yep, sounds like it.
Oh, actually, before we go out and seek this this person, I turn to Elmer. Was the merchant's name?
I believe so, Elmer.
I turn to Elmer and I kind of like heft a small canvas bag in my hand, and I say,
Okay, keep going.
"Oh, what? No, what was this reaction?"
You just holding the bag up?
Yeah, I'm just kind of like tossing it in one hand.
He sort of looks curiously at you. He's like he doesn't quite understand what you have.
Tell me, my good Elmer, do you know what the best
Oh, Discord
Sorry, you
dropped your
dropped out
voice
again,
again.
Arpica.
Oh, god damn it! Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's Discord. It's nothing to do with your mic.
Okay. What I was gonna say is, tell me, my dear Elmer, do you know what the best solution for all that ails you is?
He regards you cautiously. He's like, "What?"
Grandma's rhubarb pie.
Yeah. In lands as far away as Winter, I have been told that goblin ears can be ground up and used in various poultices that will be very helpful to your long-term survival.
Can you make a deception check for me?
Yeah.
While
Damn
this
it!
is going,
Damn it!
Bright's just thinking about training.
My good.
Continue.
So I'm not getting any visual thing that he doesn't believe me, or is it just
He as you sort of go on your snake oil salesman pitch, he
Toad
just
oil,
sort
please.
of he just sort of crosses his arms and just lets you keep going, almost like he wants to see where you're going with this, but
okay?
you sort of get the sense after a little bit that he's not buying it, that he's heard these kinds of pitches before, and
Okay, so this is how I'm imagining. Tor's just standing there, like wildly gesturing. He's like rapid fire going through like all these ass aches, like like migraines and joint pain and imbalances of the phlegms or anything, and he sees out of his eyes and is like, well, it seems that we have yet another disbeliever. And he just like tucks it behind his belt and just like bows and says, "Good day, sir," and turns around and like walks away very quickly. Just like
Bright turns to follow Torin and asks, "Would that help me get stronger?"
perhaps we shall discuss it later over drinks, I think.
All right, let me know.
Okay.
Speaking of drinks, I'm going to go to the tavern and see what kind of rumors I can find about the goblins.
I mean, that's it's the tavern where we're going, right?
No, we have to go to the
no.
trading post.
The Lion Shield Coster is okay. Let's first of all on your map. Where did I put that? There it is. Alright, so this is the main market. This building here is the Lion Shield Coster.
Mm-hmm.
And this one
okay.
over here is the Stonehill Inn.
Okay.
So the inn would be your tavern, Draven, if that's where you're going.
Yep.
All right, I'm planning on going and talking to Leanne just to find out more information.
I would also Torin would also want to go talk to Leanne.
Sure.
I will wish a good day to Elmer, and I would suppose, seeing as the other two are going to the Coster, I will walk with Daleks to the tavern.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, pins.
Pins?
And needles.
They did show up on your screen?
Oh.
They did.
Oh, they did.
Oh.
Yeah, that should help you guys know what place.
Oh, Shrine of Luck.
All right.
Yeah, there. That'll give you names of places.
Sweet.
Okay, so a couple of you are going to Lion Shield Coster, a couple of you are going to Stonehill Inn. We're going to do one area at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't have the brain processing power to do more than one at a time. So two of you are at Lion Shield Coster, one of you's at the inn. Where's Grandeel going?
Oh, I went with Daleks.
So you're at the inn as well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you guys just roll a d20.
Yep.
We'll determine which area we're dealing with first that way.
Oh, well.
Oh, were we all rolling d20s or just one person?
Yeah, if everyone roll, and I'll take the highest.
Why don't
Oh,
you guys
take the
add yours
average.
together?
Because then we'd still lose.
Alright, so we'll do the in first because the 16 clearly beats both of the fours.
It also makes sense because the inn is on the way there.
Sure.
Did my dice roll actually go through?
You have to throw it over
let's see.
the.
You have to throw it
throw
over the
it-
chat box.
So you
Yeah.
have to roll it into the chat box.
It still beats both of ours.
Indeed.
So Stonehill Inn sits pretty close to the center of town. It's a fairly new structure compared to some of the old other ones. Built of fieldstone and rough-hewn timbers. The common room is filled with locals nursing mugs of ale or cider. All of them sort of eye you with this curious look of, these are new people. Who are these new people? Why are there new people? None of them exude sort of a sense of like you don't get a sense of walking in and everyone is immediately distrustful of you, but they sort of look at you like, I don't know who that is. Who is that? Why are they here? It's a very curious atmosphere.
I will go and how many people around? Just like rough guesstimate. I'm not trying to count or anything.
Probably half dozen, 10 thereabouts. It's a good crowd for a town this size. Sort of in the early to later evening by this point. But it is by no means near as packed as some of the taverns that you would have seen in Neverwinter.
Okay. I go up to the bar and I ask how much for a flagon of ale or mead or whatever form of beery type drink you serve.
I don't. Logic. I do have a chart for this. Where'd it go? You approach the counter and he just says, and asks for a drink, and he pours you a flagon of ale and just holds up 2 fingers to sort of indicate 2 coppers.
That's it, huh? Sure. And how about a round for everybody?
And the barkeep sort of looks at you and he goes, nods and turns around and goes about filling a number of mugs, and you get a whole sense of the crowd that has been watching you since you've come in with this sort of curiosity that befits a small town. When you say a round for everyone, everyone sort of perks up a little bit and sort of goes back about their own business, and noise sort of returns to the tavern.
Okay.
And the barkeep comes back and he puts a couple of drinks in front of you, and he goes, you guys are from out of town. I haven't seen you around here before. What brings you to Phandelver?
We're bringing supplies for Rockseeker. Mr. Rockseeker? Dr. Rockseeker? I don't know.
Oh, the
Lord?
the dwarf. I used to be a bit of a prospector in my youth. The proprietor's a short sort of. He's not like super old, but he's definitely probably in his like late 30s, early 40s. Sort of well past his I'm going to travel the back roads of nowhere stage. And he's like, where this? I I used to have a mind to go digging for treasures when I first got here, but it turns out it just wasn't for me. I'm not much for mining. Turns out I'm a lot better at running an inn.
Well, looks like you're doing well for yourself.
Thank you. It's this town's been a good opportunity to get yourself established. You know, when a new town springs up and you're the first one to offer weary travelers a place to put their head, you tend to do pretty good for yourself.
So it's a pretty new
Sure,
town.
sure,
Why is it
sure
out
would
here
be
in the
nice
middle of nowhere?
if we could. Sure, it'd be nice if we could get a day in though without some sort of disaster happening.
Disaster?
There's a group of bandits in a forest somewhere near this town. They just will not leave us alone, and the town can't organize enough to drive them off, and getting help out of Neverwinter is like trying to get gold out of a horse's ass.
I've never tried. Does it work?
Not terribly.
So you have tried. Shame.
Boy, when you are a young man trying to make your living digging gold out of the ground, you try just about anything to make a dollar.
I've got a friend who has something to sell you. You're gonna love it.
So he
Okay.
goes about sort of wiping the counter down.
So Grindeel, what is the best way, do you think, to go about gathering information from people as
Well-
I continue to drink?
I was actually just about to go, most likely badly, schmooze with some of the bar folk and perhaps ask them about the local bandits and goblins and anything like that. Nothing, probably perhaps the best course is to get a little, to get to know the people here and see what they have to say about the whole situation.
Well then,
So if
I
you guys
suppose we
want to
should-
try to work the room just to try to pick up any rumors or information,
Yeah. I'm gonna
I'll just
do
get you guys to roll I'll just get you guys to roll a
investigation.
d6. No, just
Oh,
roll
a d6. Okay.
please.
I gotta stop rolling my d6s anywhere that's not in the chat box. Roll.
7 and a 4. No,
There
no,
we
sorry,
go.
4 and a 5.
That 7
Somebody
is
roll a
impossible.
7? That is
Yes.
amazing.
7 on a D6.
That's what I was going to say. I was like, how did you guys do that?
Magic.
4. Draven, you sort of talk around, and you encounter a woman by the name of Trelina. She's the innkeeper's wife. And she informs you that Thel'Dendar, a local woodcarver, in the course of your discussions, which is the ongoings in the town, she has this almost sort of bragging attitude that this woodcarver stood up to the Red Band thieves a few days ago when they came to his shop, and she starts out on this sort of high note of, finally someone stood up to these bandits, and then immediately goes, but they kind of killed him. So, and she sort of lets you know that, this was not a thing that happened and then was found out about the next day. This was like a middle of town execution type thing. She's like, it'd be nice if more people would stand up to them, but no one really will because reasons. And she, as she sort of continues on and she gets more and more into her drink and more sort of depressed about this story, you learn that Thel'Dendar's wife and daughter have gone missing.
Hmm.
Wow, you guys both
Oh.
found you both found the innkeeper's family. They're the only ones who gave you information.
Drinking with
you
the owners.
encounter Pip, who is the son of the innkeep. And he seems to get along with you because you guys are about the same height, so he figures you're about the same age. So he wants to be pretty good friends with you. And he goes, I know a secret. Do you want to know a secret?
I can keep a secret.
My
Please
friend,
do tell.
my friend said he found a secret tunnel in the woods, but the guys with the red caps, they almost caught him.
Really? Do you know where this tunnel is?
No, I didn't see it, but my friend Kurt knows where it is.
Your friend Cart. Or Kurt?
Carp.
Oh.
Like the
Carp.
fish.
Okay.
Sounds
Well,
delicious.
that's good to know. We might need to make use of Carp's secret tunnel.
Why are you
He can't
drinking
tell
with the
anyone
innkeeper's son?
because he'll get in trouble.
Oh. Well, perhaps we could go ask Carp himself.
The young kid, the young boy, sort of, after he tells you the secret, begins to go on and on and on at great lengths about a whole bunch of really mundane stuff that just bores you to tears.
Oh, goodness.
But the kid seems absolutely enthralled by all of it. It's stuff like, interesting bugs and rocks that he saw the other day, and weird games that you don't quite follow the rules for.
Yes, very
Has
very
collection
exciting.
of Utiyug cards.
Yes, that's absolutely wonderful.
Are any of them holographic?
So that sort of is sort of the gist of what you guys get for rumors this evening.
Might I
Rumors
ask
have it.
real quick where Carp lives? Because we might need to talk to him later and inquire about this secret
His
tunnel.
parent is.
It's probably salmon.
Well done.
Thanks.
Boo.
Thanks. That's right. Mute your mic back. Yeah. Sounds like there's a party over there, Arp.
Yeah, sports going on.
Oh, gotcha.
If anyone is caring, the Red Sox have taken an 8-2.
I don't follow hockey.
They're Kirk is a halfling boy. His mother runs the elderly firm.
Ooh, okay.
What was that?
Kirk's mother runs the elderly farm.
Alderley Farm. All right. I will write that down so I remember.
It is also on the map, sir.
Oh, yes. Well, I'm bad at remembering things.
That's fine.
That's why you should put them on the map.
Yes.
On the map, on the map.
Okay.
It's one of the pins there.
I will bid the innkeeper's boy Pip adieu, and I will meet up with Dalix and share my information.
Alright, so while you guys share information, I'm going to move to Lion Shield Coster.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What is a coster?
So as you approach, I don't actually know what Coster is. That's the name that's on the card.
Gotcha.
So as you approach, there's a hanging above the front door of this modest trading post is a sign shaped like a wooden shield with a blue lion painted on it.
Oh, gotcha. I was thinking maybe an antelope might have been there.
As you as you enter in, this is clearly a trading post, and it is like many other merchant shops. There is gear, some weapons and armor, sort of up on the walls.
All right.
Lots of
Bright
hunting
sa-
supplies.
Bright looks around and says, "Ooh,
Um, does the lion symbol on a shield, does that mean anything? Like, would Thorin's like wondering, Torin is like wondering if he recognizes it for some reason, for some historic purpose or whatever.
like a sigil or something?"
Yeah.
No skill check. You are just you are aware. The Lion Shield is a merchant company.
Okay.
Based out of a city far to the east.
Okay.
They ship finished goods to Phandelver and other small settlements in the region. But as you sort of look around and you know what the Lion Shield is sort of known for, and you're looking around and it seems to be kind of sparse and a little bit bare, as though they haven't really received the shipment lately.
Torin kind of mutters to himself. Hopefully, he just like literally to him about something like, this place looks like I've already been through it.
Did you say something, Torin?
No, just the ramblings
Okay.
of a tired man.
Okay.
And he walks in through the front door.
I follow behind, admiring the weapon.
Or if we're already in, I don't.
Oh, right.
I don't really.
There's a woman behind the counter, and she sort of scowls at you as you sort of mutter under your breath about, having already, your remark about, this looks like a place that I've already hit, and she sort of scowls at you. She's like, "What was that?"
I said that the selection is more expansive than I expected of such a small place.
I agree. These weapons are beautiful.
She sort of scowls, and she has sort of a very snippy attitude about her. And she's like, "Don't give me that horse shit. I know that these shelves are not nearly as full as they should be. What do you want? Are you here to shop, or are you here to critique my inventory?"
It's a little column A, a little column B.
Brian would like to interject and ask her if everything's okay. She seems very snippy.
When Torin hears the word snippy, he kind of just like puts his hand up.
She sort of sighs and she's polishing a helmet or something, and she sort of puts it down on the counter a little hard, and she's like, "These damn bandits."
Bandits, you say?
I can't get a halfway decent shipment into this godforsaken shithole of a town.
Yeah, we were attacked on our way here.
Without half of my stuff either being appropriated in taxes, she says as she makes sort of an air quotes thing with her fingers, by the red bands, or just being outright disappeared by goblins on the road. I cannot. I need to get out of this town. I cannot do this.
I would like to walk over to her and say, "All right, that sounds like a lot of bad stuff happening. We were actually attacked by a few goblins on the way here, but no bandits."
Well, that's lucky for you. You should definitely stay away from them. They're just ruffians. They're just trouble. Just avoid the Sleeping Giant Trap House. It's their territory in this town, and nothing good comes of anyone who goes in there.
Okay, so the bandits and the goblins are two entirely different. They're not working together?
as far as I know. I don't
Okay.
think anybody could put up with the smell of a goblin.
By the way, I didn't catch your name.
I'm Leanne Greywind. I own this place.
Oh, it's nice to meet you, Leanne. My name is Bright, and this my friend over here is Torin. Ignore him. He's been having a rough day.
Torin is just kind of perusing the shelves while this is happening, letting Bright do all the talking.
Now, we were hired by our good friend Gundren, and he had not yet arrived, and we were trying to find out what may have happened to him. We thinking he may have been kidnapped, but if the bandits or the redcaps are here, we're thinking maybe goblins may have been involved. Do you have any information on possibly either of these groups?
There's I'm doing it for free. Hold on, 1 second.
Absolutely, it's always fine. I just kind of keep peering out of the corner of my eye at both Torin to see what he's doing, and I'm also looking at a huge broadsword, and I just keep looking at it. I'm like, cool.
She looks at you, and she sort of seems like she's sizing you up, whether or not you're trustworthy.
Okay.
And she goes, look, if this person who hired you was kidnapped, it wasn't a red band. They have no interest in kidnapping. That makes them no money. They would just steal money, leave you for dead or leave you dead. One or the other.
Okay.
If your person went missing, it's got to be a goblin, and I have no idea why they would do that.
Okay.
There's an old castle just northwest of here a little ways.
Northwest.
And that's I would say that is probably where these goblins live. They like those sorts of places, don't they? Old rundown
Dark.
ruins.
Yes.
Okay.
They do often like that. Do you happen to know how many there are?
What do I look like? Like a census
I'm sorry.
of goblins?
I'm sorry. I know you're having a rough day. I put my hands up. I'm like, I'm sorry. It's just, we're just trying to get as much information as we can.
Even one of them is too many.
You're not wrong. Well, if it makes you feel any better, we did happen to take out 4 of them. One of them may or may not have been known as Bob. He had a necklace. But so we've taken out at least 4. We're looking to possibly take care of the rest and find our friend here.
I would check near the ruins of the Cragmaw Castle. That is probably
Cragmaw Castle.
To find goblins.
All right.
And I tell you what, if you go there, as stupid as that would be, if you go there and you deal with these goblins, if you find my stuff either in a goblin den or a red brand den, I don't care where. If you find it, I will pay well.
Okay. Well, what stuff? What did you lose?
For return of my materials.
Can we have a quick description of these materials? Just.
Probably.
Okay. Alright, let me just get ready to write this.
So,
it's she gives you sort of like just a list of various sundry supplies, stuff that farmers would need. So various farming
supplies,
clothes, dried goods, that sort of thing. The kind of stuff that you would expect to find sort of in an average like
general store type of thing.
For a general store.
Okay, all right. We'll write that down. All right, Torin, what do you got?
First off, as Torrance looking around, does he see anything that might be of an arcane nature or magical in any way? I mean, I don't have like detect magic. What?
Make an Arcana check.
An Arcana check. Okay. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Nope, I don't see a damn thing.
He's gone blind.
You think you find something that might be like a trick, like a trick card set, but you're not entirely sure because if it is, you can't figure out the trick.
I'm like trying to like, you know that like fancy shuffling trick.
Ooh,
like I'm trying to.
Cards just go everywhere.
The cards just kind of fly everywhere. I like bend over to pick up the cards.
I turn to Leanne. I apologize profusely. Like I said, he's having a really bad day. He'll pick it up. I'll help him.
I'm sorry. I'm picking it up.
Thank
you. While I'm doing that, I mentioned I'm assuming that I don't have that scroll case. I think Draven's the one who found it. That scroll case.
I found it, and I gave it to
Grendil.
I don't know if Grendil gave it back.
Found it, but I don't know who has it.
Okay.
I had let Grendil examine it.
Okay, I'm assuming that I don't have it. So
we'll say Grendil has it. All right.
Okay.
All right.
So basically, I wanted to describe. I'm like, do you know anything?
Well, we examined it pretty thoroughly.
Yeah. Oh, I know, but I want to see if she knows anything more. Like, if it rings any bells. Like, is there any? Does it like think of a legend or anything like that, or stories about some lost map or anything?
We could round up every scrap of paper and fill it with story after story after story of buried treasure, of lost artifacts. You name it. Phandelver has a story about it. This place is like the beacon for tall tales and myths about lost treasure. You think it was a pirate graveyard.
Does any of that have to do with the castle by any chance? Is there any treasure? Okay.
The other question I wanted to ask is, this Cragmore Castle, is it in the woods?
She sort of stops and thinks. She's like, I don't think it's very deep in Neverwinter Wood, but it's somewhere around there.
Okay, that because when we were after we were attacked by the goblins, we found that they had dragged away some sort of prize or person deeper into the woods. But judging by how you describe Cragmore Castle, and that might be where we need to go if you want to recover said goods.
Yep.
She kind of shrugs and nods as if what you said made sense to her, but you get a sense that she doesn't really care.
Okay.
All right. So can I grab Torn and kind of like huddle him in and be like, "All right, I think we got everything we're gonna get here, man."
Yeah. Yeah. That sounds good.
She doesn't happen to have anything for sale that would be interesting, does she? I guess I should ask her.
I mean, nothing looked interesting to me.
Okay.
Let's have her make a check. So she sort of looks the two of you over and sort of frowns a little bit and then says, "If you need supplies, I do have some, but it's not much." And she sort of motions to a back room that she unlocks from a key that's on her waist belt.
Oh.
And in the back room, you find a decent supply of arms and armaments. Nothing that really stands out above and beyond what you already have.
Okay.
But it's definitely good to know that she has this should you need replacements.
Can I just like slightly like drool and look at a couple things? Not like super drool or anything, but be like very much interested in looking at some of these.
She sort of snaps at you to look and not touch.
Okay, I'm sorry, Leanna. I promise. I'm so sorry. I love it.
As okay, I'm just trying to think of something. Okay, as Leanna shows us this, and I said to her, it seems that you deal in more exotic goods than meets the eye. I apologize.
Like a transformer.
Yes, exactly. For my crass assessment of your store earlier. Would you be perhaps interested in buying something from us?
Maybe. What do you have?
I have in my possession an exotic material which may be helpful in trading purposes. That could fetch a good sum on the market should you forward it to the right place to the right buyer. I'm willing to sell it at a discounted cost because, frankly, I don't have the networks that you have. But I have at my disposal 5 goblin ears that might be good for selling, even if it's just a trinket to some passerby.
What the hell would I do with an ear?
Listen, like I said, like I tried to explain to my good friends up at Barthen's Provisions, these things can be put to good use. Or rather, there's general belief that they can be put to good use that above and beyond just like trinket value. I mean, I'm sure there's some nut job out there who'd like to use it in some poultice or potion or some such.
Bright is fighting all of his urges to touch a shield.
Bright, don't touch that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And Bright just walks out of the room into the main kind of room to stop himself.
Since you're not trying to trick her into buying them, because you're being pretty upfront that she could try to sell them to some other sucker. Make a performance check.
Ooh, that's the first one we've gotten that.
Not persuasion.
I'll roll. I
Okay.
was looking at the list really quickly, and performance seemed to be the best one in the sense of.
Oh, God damn it!
Never mind.
Maybe you should have gone with performance.
That's 4 tonight. I've rolled 4 ones.
I saw that.
So she goes. No, try someone else.
Okay.
I call it to Torn. I'm ready to go, buddy. Whenever you are.
Torn, kind of dejected. Yeah, me too. Let's get out of here.
Alright, let's go meet up with them and get some beer. And we can head out tomorrow and take care of us some goblins. Alright. Do we make our way back to them?
Yep, so you guys would meet up at the Stonehill Inn.
Yep. Boy, do we have stuff to tell you guys. Apparently there's lots of myths and legends around this place. Which is probably why we were hired here in the first place and why they need all this mining materials. Also, there's a castle filled with goblins, and that's probably where possibly whoever we need to rescue is at.
Ah.
How about you guys? Oh, also there's a gang that operates out of here. They don't seem like they have much to do with the kidnapping. That was more of the goblin thing, but there's also a gang here that we may not want to deal with right now, if at all.
Congratulations on second place in your race, Matt. That's cool. Thank you for the cheers and the host.
Ooh, congratulations.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys got? That's it for us.
We learned of the bandits as well. I believe they call themselves the Red Brands, if I'm not mistaken.
Red Brands?
Red Brand is correct.
Okay.
Yes.
That sounds like Leanne was talking about.
Yeah.
And they apparently have kidnapped a couple people here around town. as well.
Oh, really?
Indeed.
They may be on the next to-do list if we don't figure out what's going on with the goblins.
Well, according to Leanne, like Bright was saying, it's gonna, if anyone kidnapped him, it was the goblin. So I feel like we should deal with one problem at a time.
Yeah.
I feel like we should go to this Cragmore Castle.
The red brands aren't going nowhere.
Yeah.
It's probably wise to deal with the goblins first, indeed.
Yeah.
By
the way, how's the booze here?
Excellent.
Yeah?
Yes.
All right. I would like to buy a round for just the party.
Cool. So, just make a note of what you did. I need to do math.
Yep.
Figure out how much money you guys actually have now.
I don't.
Sure.
Because
I
I
don't
gave, well,
drink
I gave
that.
you all of your money in like
Crowns.
Gold.
yeah,
Yep.
like basically in $100 bills, and then charged you dollars. So
It was 2 coppers for
per
drink,
drink,
right?
yes.
It's like when
Okay,
the
let me
ATM
write
only
that down,
gives you
too.
50s and 20s. It's just like the worst.
So that'd be 8 copper. In total. All right. That's it for me, and so.
All right. Have we secured lodging here?
Mm.
We hadn't asked for a room yet, but I suppose we could.
I would like to get some rest.
So, what was the name of the innkeep? Do we know what the name of the innkeep was?
Over the course of the evening, Draven and Grindeel would have picked up his name. He is, what is his name? Toblin Stonehill.
How do you spell?
With letters.
Todlen.
All right. Thank you.
And he's got rooms for let. This is a pretty modest inn, so it's probably I wouldn't say it's a crown. It's probably a silver a night.
All right.
Silver night. All right.
I got the rooms tonight, boys.
Thank you so much. You're a gentleman and a scholar.
I like to think I'm one of those. Are there enough rooms
So
for
you're
one
a
each?
gentleman?
Yes, he's
Easy there, Dragon Boy.
The inn has 6 rooms for rent. So there's plenty of space.
All right, then I'll buy 4 rooms. I'm assuming I had to walk up the bar to do that, or were you walking around?
You're good. By this point in the evening, there's not that many people left around, and Tolbin and his family, they live here in the inn, so
Okay.
they're around while you're still here.
Do I see the innkeeper's son around? The child that
he's probably long since gone to bed.
Damn it. Okay. Well,
I'm sure he doesn't care about ears.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Damn it.
Maybe you should try the innkeeper himself.
No, I mean,
No.
So before, no, never mind. Do that in the morning.
So
yeah.
you guys are taking an extended rest?
Yep. Long rest.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Also, the rooms were silver east.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just marking that down so we can.
All right. I like how it's a big. I don't think chat can see it, but she typed in "taking a long rest," it's just like a giant button that says GM on it.
Yeah, I don't get a portrait picture.
Excuse me.
Oh, that's sad. All right.
All right. So when morning comes, Toblin and his his family serve a complimentary breakfast. It's nothing special. A couple of fried eggs, a bit of toast.
That sounds pretty special.
And you guys can over breakfast sort of spend the morning sort of planning out how you guys want to approach your day.
All right. So
if either or any of our mages want to prepare new spells, they can do that in the morning.
While breakfast is going on, Torin kind of wants to just go out into like the main square area, if I can. Sure. I just kind of want to check out the. Sorry, go ahead.
There's not a whole lot going on in the market square at this hour, but you do see a number of people leaving homes and houses and heading out towards the farm fields on the outskirts of Phandelver.
I just kind of want to go towards the Shrine of Luck and check out. Just kind of want to see what that is.
To the Shrine of Luck?
It's in the middle there.
Yeah, it's right by the arrow, right above it, or right next to the inn too.
Yeah, I just moved the arrow there.
So this is
a story of a girl.
A small temple, a small shrine, made of stones that are taken from nearby ruins. Where is it? I have simultaneously too many and not enough windows open.
I just want everyone to know that Bright is doing his daily exercises, and then he's eating breakfast.
1 second.
He's doing squats.
I need my list of names. Morning calisthenics.
Yes. I'm doing jumping jacks.
I was miming it.
I saw that out of the corner of my eye. I was going to do that, but I had so much stuff hanging around, I might have knocked something over.
Go big or go home.
There we go.
And my window. Oh, maybe I didn't pin it.
What? The Shrine of Luck?
My list of people.
Okay.
So this is a small shrine made of stones from nearby ruins. It's dedicated to the Seraph, goddess of luck and good fortune.
What? I heard my name.
No, not Seraphim, Seraph.
Well, it's short. Same thing.
The shrine is in the care of an acolyte named. I am not going to say her name properly.
Can I try?
Sister Gariel. Gariel. Like Ariel, but with a G.
Gotcha.
Ariel?
Yeah. Not quite Gargamel, but almost.
Gotcha.
We're probably going to call her Gargamel.
Terrible image to overlap with Ariel. Ariel, just
the Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
Is that the one you went to? Okay. Just checking.
Combined with Gargamel.
Oh, that's not great.
No.
She is the sole priestess, sole acolyte in this shrine. And as you approach, she's there just sort of sweeping the steps.
I don't try to hide myself at all. About my mic. I just kind of like walk up to the steps and like nod my greeting, and I just kind of want to take a look at the stones. Like, is there anything? Anything distinctive about them?
Not overly. You notice that the stone, like the bricks themselves, are older than all of the other bricks that you've seen in the town. So these are definitely these have been repurposed from other things. from various ruins and findings in and around the town of Phandelver. But there isn't anything necessarily remarkable about the structure. It's pretty plain.
Okay. In that case, I turn to the sister, and I ask, excuse me. Yeah, no. Excuse me. Is there any way that I might for the Seraph?
Sorry, say that again. You kind of dropped out for a second.
Is there any way I might be able to leave a small sacrifice?
Small sacrifice?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my.
It's the damn ears again.
She sort of shakes her hand a little and she goes, "There is no need for a sacrifice. If you wish to make an offering, a handful of small coins will go a great distance to aiding those who are down on their luck and downtrodden."
Okay. In that case, I hand her 2 crowns and the bag of goblin ears.
She sort of looks at the bag of ears and takes the coins and goes, "Thank you." And as soon as you are out of line of sight, she sort of just tosses them in a shrub. Keeps the coins, but tosses the bag of ears.
Well, they were doing me no good. And then I just go back to the inn.
Okay.
All right.
Everyone seems to have been having a bit of a conversation while you had stepped out.
Yeah.
So you guys are heading back. What are you guys doing? I need to know what you're doing so I know what I'm doing.
We are talking about going to talk to Carp's friend, or no, Carp, right?
Yeah, we're going to.
Yeah.
We're sending Grindeel off to find Carp and ask where the tunnel is.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
We're just trying to figure out if it's like useful for the castle or if it's like some other random thing that's not
Possibly to the bandits.
You
I
guys,
see.
you guys do recall that the tunnel was associated with the red brands, not with goblins?
Okay.
Okay.
No, I didn't. That's why I was having him go ask what general location it was.
The boy said that his friend was almost caught by red-capped people.
Oh yeah. I do remember that.
Which you sort of put 2 and 2 together to figure that he probably means red brand. These bandits.
That equals 4.
Makes sense that way.
Right.
Well, in that case, we can skip the whole sending Grindeel off to the farm to find Carp thing.
Right.
So-
we can always do that later.
All right. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to deal with them.
Yeah.
So off to
Might
see the
as well.
castle.
Yeah, we might as well head for Cragmar Castle.
Agreed.
So you
Should
don't
we-
have solid directions on where the castle is. The best Leanne was able to give you
Northwest.
was northwest. Which, if you look at the map of the Sword Coast region, northwest isn't really much of anywhere. It's mostly along the road. It kind of points you back towards the crossroad where you encountered the goblin ambush the first time around.
I mean, if that's the case,
But
I
that's
feel like
also-
we should. Go
That's
ahead.
also where you found a trail, so this might not be a bad place to start from. If she thinks that they're probably in the northwestern area,
We should
it
head back to that trail.
Yeah, I feel like that we should head back to that trail.
All right. Is everybody ready to head out?
Should we? Well, I was just about to ask. Should we stock up on provisions first?
It seems like while we were at the
a couple of
trading
healing
post,
potions, if they are available.
Did we see any healing potions when we were talking to Leanne?
I didn't see crap.
It was pretty.
It was bare bones.
Material. Yeah.
Is that the only store in town?
That's a good question. Is she the only store in town?
Barthens would be the other one, but he was very much just a general provisioner. You get the sense that if the Lion Shield was actually getting the supplies that it was owed, that
They'd
you'd
have 'em.
probably find things like that there.
Okay.
But
Mm.
they don't have the inventory that they should necessarily. Oops.
I'll let them know we're shit out of luck on that. She did mention that possibly the goblins, or no, she did say that the goblins took a supply crate of hers. I don't know why I said it like that. So she said it was filled with mostly normal stuff, but maybe there might be healing potions in there if we find it.
Well, I suppose we'll just have to do without then. We'll just have to be extra careful.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Let
All
us figure out where this castle is.
right. I guess we should start heading back to the crossroads of life.
Oh, hello.
And we're back.
Oh, that other chocobo's dead.
Rip.
It is an ex-chocobo.
Oh,
Like Mega Man?
Chocobo X.
Give me a second here, guys. I'm gonna be right back. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go get a fresh cup of tea. You guys can, in the meantime, sort of hash out what your guys' next move is.
All right.
I was going to ask for tea at the bar. I doubt they had any.
Mm.
We don't often find tea outside of genteel environments.
Indeed.
I mean, I feel like the obvious step is trying to find that path and finding it.
That's fine by me.
It might lead to the castle, for sure.
It leads somewhere, maybe to another camp, but probably.
Well,
are we aware of how smart goblins are? I mean, they're decently smart, but would they hide their own tracks?
I would say that goblins aren't super intelligent, but they're not dumb either.
Okay, so, all right, I'd say we just follow the old trail.
They're smart enough to, set traps and ambushes and things like that, but they're not going to be like, they're not going to come up to you and be like, "Excuse me, good sir."
Okay. All right. I'm down with that plan. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick, though.
Yeah, no
So
problem.
I'll be right
Good
back.
luck with that.
I don't have to roll dice there. Although my dice
You say that now.
Don't roll a nat 1 while you're trying to go to the bathroom.
Sudden gust of wind shows up. All right, I'll be right back.
This is
Goblin.
definitely not the time you want to roll a nat 1 if you're on the party.
Is there ever a time you want to roll in out?
Perhaps when you are just sitting on a couch doing nothing? I don't know.
That might be the worst time.
If you fail at doing nothing, doesn't that mean doing nothing?
Would you fail at doing nothing and actually though?
On a nat 1 crit or a crit fail, yeah.
Maybe you just have like a sudden blackout or something. I don't know what a nat 1 would be if you were just kind of like sitting around doing a whole lot of nothing.
Chunk of space station falls on you.
That would be awful.
Killed by a random satellite.
It's happened. There's a woman, I think it was Australia, who got hit by a stray piece of satellite and survived it.
Wow.
Isn't that the plot to what was that show?
Oh,
It's right on the tip of my tongue. Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Well, Donnie Darko had a portion of that.
Is the show you're thinking of, Sasha? Dead Like Me. Oh
my God,
that's such a good show.
Was so good,
so good.
The second one they did, the movie or whatever, was kind of garbage, where they changed a bunch of the actors, but the show itself was great.
Oh, I never saw the movie.
I don't believe I've seen Dead Like Me.
The premise is it's about
Oh, it's a
Grim
series.
Reapers, right? Yeah, it's about Grim Reapers. But
Mhm.
the protagonist, she dies because she's hit by a space toilet when the old space station re-entered atmosphere.
Oh,
Hello.
boy, that sounds
Welcome back.
awful.
Yeah.
That'd be a terrible way to go.
She
Welcome
was
back to
killed
you as
by
well.
a toilet seat from a space station.
Oh my goodness.
What?
Dead like me.
Oh, okay. That's not fun.
It's a good show though.
Yeah, I've heard.
Great show.
All right.
Well then.
What was that, Sasha?
That's my mouse cursor was not where I thought it should have been. I was trying to figure out where I wanted off to.
There's probably cheese around there.
Everything else is just not turning up where it should be.
Why am I auto scrolling?
It's better than turning them down. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
All right, so you guys find your way back to the narrow path on the road, and yeah, it doesn't seem like much has happened here since last you were here.
Can I find the same path that I found before easily, or?
It's only been one day.
Yeah, you can find the campsite.
It's up
Which
here,
was
correct?
Up here.
Yeah.
I will follow
And
thee.
make a nature or perception check.
Okay, I'm gonna make a perception check.
I will make a nature if that's okay.
Okay.
Are you
Alright.
talking to the group in general?
Oh, Jesus.
I rolled a 18 plus 6, so 20.
Oh, I guess I will make one as well.
I don't know. I rolled a 1 plus 2, so it's a 3.
Oh,
I
geez,
forgot
that's
what
perception
trees are.
Times 2.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hello.
Damn.
Yeah, I have expertise
guys-
in perception.
You guys are able to find the trail without too much trouble.
I walk into more bushes.
Someone grab Bright, please.
He seems very outdoorsy.
Usually I am, but these juniper berries seem so delicious I had to get one.
I also turn around to everyone and be like, okay, be very careful of roots by your feet. I hear that they could trip you up pretty easily.
Also,
As opposed
branches
to
might
roots
hit
by
you.
my head?
Make sure you wash those juniper berries before you eat them, Bright, or they might give you the...
Thank you. That's actually very good advice, and I appreciate that.
Oh, we have a new...
That would make an amazing slingshot.
Can I? Oh, yeah, you're not wrong. Wow. Can I go over to Grendel and be like, hey, is it okay if in a situation where we need to run, would I be able to pick you up? Or is that insulting?
No, that's fine. I can't run as fast as you.
Okay, if it's the situation comes up, I just wanted to ask for that real quick. I don't want to insult you, you know?
No, that is completely reasonable. Most of my other gnome fellows understand.
All right, and totally plays from respect, not anywhere from disingenuousness.
Oh, I certainly don't
Yeah.
mind. And we have.
And
we have
later, once he gets drunk, we'll play catch with him.
That might be going a little bit too far.
What if I put you on my shoulder and you just shot fire from my shoulder?
I could do that.
That sounds like it would be cool. But another time. We'll discuss this more.
Indeed.
Suddenly, a whole new kind of fighter tank.
I mean...
Can I get a survival check from any and all of you who want to walk or travel down this path?
Oh,
You got it.
18 plus 2, 20.
I got a
14.
whole 13.
Hey, I finally got a decent roll on one of these.
At least it wasn't for the zombie apocalypse.
That's true.
Oh, we certainly wouldn't want to be
so-
dealing with any undead.
So everyone except for Draven, are able to recognize that this trail has the hallmark of a dozen or so goblins having traveled it.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
And
Yikes.
at various parts in the trail, you can see that a heavy object has been dragged in two different directions. And then they sort of rejoin into a single trail, and then they sort of
God.
split apart again.
Hmm.
We seem to be at an impasse.
So the thing was dragged in multiple directions and then met back up.
Do any of these look
It's-
more like a
it's like
person
the-
than the
it's
other
like-
ones do?
It's like the path, like you're going along and you're seeing all of these matted footprints in the grass and the underbrush.
Mhm.
And there's clear indications that something's being dragged behind the footprints. And then, like, a set of footprints will go in one direction and a set of footprints will go in another direction, and both of them seem like they're dragging something, and then the two sets of footprints will eventually meet back up.
Interesting, like they're maybe trying to cover their tracks or they're lost.
No, it's more like, they come across a bit of an obstacle, and some of them go left and some of them go right, but when they get around the obstacle, they meet up again and they travel together.
Gotcha.
Okay.
My brain now makes sense.
So they're like
Of the
dragging
things you're saying.
multiple things, most likely.
Yeah, that's what you sort of get from this, is that there is more than one thing being dragged behind them.
Okay.
Right. So it may not be only Gundren that we have to be searching for.
He left with somebody else.
3 other people, I believe.
Well, this indicates there's probably at least one. Well, hopefully one.
Right. Alright. Shall we continue then?
Do we have an idea of how old the tracks are?
A day or two.
Okay.
Can we also make sure, like, can we check for traps since goblins have been through here?
Sure, give me a... Hold on.
Yep.
I need to know your marching order.
Okay.
Do you want to go first, Horn, or should I? Because you might be better with traps.
I'll
So
go
I think-
first.
Okay, I'll go second.
I'll go last. That way, if we get ambushed, there's no
Alright.
squishy mage back there.
I will take the third spot.
I'm just arranging you guys on the map so that I have a visual reference.
Oh, gotcha.
You got it.
Because otherwise I will forget who is where.
Absolutely.
Okay.
If only they had a
I
screen
might
for that.
I might actually cast Mage Armor right now, because Mage Armor lasts for 8 hours, so
Yes,
I will
it
be...
does.
Wow.
Yeah, it lasts for a long time.
Wow.
It's not concentration, right?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, wow.
You just kind of cast it and it goes on. So I will cast it right now, so I am prepared.
Yeah, it's
Was that
pretty
plus 2?
beefy. 3
we-
AC for
plus
8
3.
hours for 1 spell slot. For
Yeah,
a first
that's,
level spell slot.
that's Mage Armor for you, and I believe that
Yep.
goes up level well.
I don't remember. I know it's not
I-
as OP as Fireball, but it's
Here,
up there.
I can read it. Let's
There's
see.
significantly less chance of you killing your party member. Mage armor, though.
Well, that's
Where
fair.
are my actions?
Can you cast Mage
Learn
Armor on
how
other
to
people?
Fireball?
No, I can only cast it on me. It's
Okay.
got a range
Fair
of you of yourself only.
And you're familiar.
So after about 10 minutes heading down this trail.
Oh
or so-
wait, it's
Uh,
different now in 5th edition. You can actually cast it on other people.
What?
Ooh.
Yeah,
For the
you
same
touch.
duration?
It's 1 action range of touch. You touch a willing creature who isn't wearing. Well, you can't wear armor though.
Oh, fair
Ah.
enough. Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'd be like, hit me with those hands, man.
So about 10 minutes down the trail or whatever, Torin, since you were the one leading the way, you notice a pretty clear snare set up in the middle of the path.
Okay. I tell everyone to hold up, or rather, I give hand symbols, like basic hand symbols, like stop, and do I think it's something that I'd be able to disarm?
Oh, pretty easily.
Okay. Do I have to roll for that, or?
No, you can just if you guys are going to disable it, you can disable it, or you can avoid it.
Okay, I'd like to disable it in case we have to come back through here.
Okay.
Can I also? Can I take a look around me to see if I see anything out of the ordinary?
Perception check.
God!
Use someone else's dice.
Oh, that's a 7. Okay.
I was going to say 13.
I thought it was a 1.
It's still a pretty good roll.
Sorry, I
He
looked at the
thought
die
it was
really
a
quick.
1.
I thought it was another 1.
Yeah, so did I.
Okay, so for 13.
You sort of look around, and you don't get a sense that they're like you don't notice anything that appears to be like a hunting blind or anything like that. It's
Okay.
It's pretty clear in all directions.
Okay. Then I guess
this very much seems to be the sort of trap that catches something and then just holds it until whoever set it eventually comes back around to find it. This isn't
Rabbit.
something that we're trying to catch supper, and this is a deterrent.
I don't know if this would be too much. So would I be able to like manipulate it so it looks like an animal free, or is that just too much? Like my idea here is that that I would like make it look like it had been tripped, but that it wasn't disarmed, but that an animal had, in case anyone comes back.
Make a survival check.
Okay.
See if you know snare traps well enough to do that.
Would I have been able to help him with that?
Not particularly.
No.
I mean, unless you're going to step in the trap and then try to break out of it.
Probably don't want to do that.
Kind of against.
I'll stand behind. I will stand behind him and look around.
I rolled a 14.
See, you're able to. You take like a branch and you sort of poke it into the ground and sort of trigger it, and then once the trap springs, you're sort of able to tear it down again, so it looks like something got caught in it and it sort of pulled it apart.
Okay. Once that's done, I kind of motion everyone behind me to like come forward slowly, and I continue moving forward looking for more traps.
Okay.
Can I whisper, good job? Good job.
Thanks.
Good job, Torn.
I did something right.
You did awesome.
You guys travel another 10 minutes or so, and you, Torin, you notice that there is, the underbrush kind of disappears for a brief moment, but there still seems to be a thick layer of grass and leaves in front of you, but it's sort of different from everything else.
Okay. So, do I think it's like a pitfall trap? Is that what I'm looking at, or is it that obvious?
You're getting the sense that that there's a covering on the ground.
Okay.
Is it the bottomless trap hole from Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah. It's God. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Then I guess I make a motion to like get people to skirt around it and make sure that we know it's here. Should we have to come back through here? I'm making a note.
Yeah,
Big pit trap.
that's a good idea.
In what is it? The Tribor?
Tribor Trail.
You are on sort of a path that's leading. Let's see. If you guys bring up the world map.
Oh, wrong map.
Where the map where the arrow marker
okay.
is about where you got where the path past narrows, and you guys have been traveling this direction.
Okay.
So you're.
Would it be alright
you're-
if I got rid of the Phandelver map right now?
Yeah, you guys can close the town of Phandelver.
Okay.
Ah,
So you guys are
So-
probably somewhere in that space between that crossroad and where the marker is now.
Okay, so it's not like actually Tribord Trail. It's just like a
Yeah,
path.
you're sort of on it's almost like a hunting trail just off of the trail
Gotcha.
itself.
Okay. So yeah, I do the tell people to as quietly as I can to like skirt around the edge of the pit trap. I can point out where it is. Like big hole. Like I don't know why I'm gesturing to
I
where
like
my
it.
camera isn't.
I
But...
like it. I saw exactly what you're doing.
Okay, good.
You guys can close the road to Vandalin map.
ah.
Was that the one that you just gave us a little bit ago?
Yeah,
The road to
the
Vandalin.
one where the two chocobos were.
Okay.
The battle map. Yeah, so I guess we
Just keep going.
just keep going. Same story as before. Like
Just
Trying
keep
to-
swimming.
investigating for traps and making sure that I'm the one out front and trying. Or I guess if I'm investigating, I can't really keep an eye out around me, so someone else should.
I'll keep an eye out.
If that makes sense.
If you want me to, I can also
Yeah, that's
make
fine.
I can make perception rolls as well.
You guys travel a short distance past where the pitfall trap was, and you encounter a small, sort of like a just like a little brook. As you guys travel, let's see. And then the trees give way, and you find yourself walking alongside this stream.
Don't cross those.
Oh.
Boy, if we weren't going to rescue people, I would say that a walk alongside a nice babbling brook is very lovely.
Seems very lovely.
All right. I mean, I guess that. I kind of feel like we might be walking into another ambush,
It seems to be their MO.
especially if it's goblins we're facing again.
Very true.
We must indeed exercise due caution as we proceed onwards.
I'm still looking around, seeing if I can see anything out of the ordinary.
So, following the Goblin's trail, you come across a large cave in a hillside 5 miles from the scene of the ambush. A shallow stream flows out of the cave mouth, which is screened by a dense briar of thickets. A narrow, dry path leads into the cave on the right-hand side of the stream.
Okay. Damn it! I meant to buy something. Whatever. What's our move here, guys? Do we?
So there's the cave, and then what was the other thing? There's a I hear there's a path to the side.
Stream.
There's a
And
path that leads
indulgence.
into the cave.
Okay.
So
I don't suppose we're coming up on a castle or anything like that, are we?
Oh,
not that
yeah.
you've seen.
Are
This
we
might be-
going the right way?
We're following the goblin trail.
Well, perhaps. I mean, we have to pursue them. The only thing we can really do is just take. If we have to go into this cave, we can only take. We just have to be really, really careful and expect
Fine.
the worst.
Absolutely.
Alright.
If you guys want to go in, I'm ready to go.
I don't really think we have another choice. What do you say, Mr. Draven?
We don't
Do
see
you
another.
guys have torches?
Yes.
I don't need a torch. I have dark vision. Or I should say I could see in the dark.
I also have torches.
I have 10 of them.
So do I.
Let's go.
All right.
I guess I'll make a somewhat stealthy approach towards the cave mouth, or like skirting up towards the. I don't want to go through the briars.
Okay. I'm gonna bring you to here.
Okay.
Because I need you to stop in a square. Where else are you guys going?
Gotcha.
Rest of you.
I can knock my way through the briars if you want. I would like to check them just to make sure that there's nothing inside them first.
Oh, excuse me.
If they're just briars, then I'll knock my way right through them.
Okay. And our mages,
I
where
will
are you guys
follow. I will follow behind. Not too far, but I'll follow behind anyways because I suppose I have to.
I would like to move along this way. Are we actually in a combat environment, or are we still like free action?
No, you guys are not in combat just yet.
Okay, I'd
But
like
depending on
to
what you do,
cast.
things could change.
I'd like to cast the light cantrip on 3 of my crossbow bolts, and then wrap them
Sure.
so that they are not shining like light out.
Okay, let's get you.
I know that battle card.
I know. I hate having stuff on my glasses.
Yeah, me too.
I'm assuming you're intending to use these as light sources?
Most likely,
Phalanx?
yes.
Okay. If you choose to use them, if you choose to shoot them in a hallway to be a light source, these are going to mark where they lay.
Oh, that is awesome. Thank you.
Wow,
That's really cool.
That's clever.
Oh, I didn't mean to close that. Okay, and you guys can move up. So when you get to...
Oh, excuse me.
Bless you.
I'm gonna move you guys around a little bit.
That's fine.
Just to
when
point
you
it
guys
out.
Get to about here. Sorry?
I was going to say, just to point it out, the duration on the light cantrip is an hour, so if we're going to be in there for a while, just let me know that it's off.
When you guys get to about here, you start hearing some noises.
Are they coming closer?
That's not a language I speak.
Neither do
Nor
I.
I'm not really sure what that is.
You can hear
Ancient
it
chocobo.
from the other side of the bushes to your east.
For east, okay.
I will draw my crossbow.
I should probably pull up my quarterstaff.
I'll draw my swords.
I mean, I'll have my rapier ready, I guess.
I guess. Do you want to continue to head in? Do we want to investigate?
I would say we should wait and see if they come closer to us. Because if we
Are
can draw them out
these-
here,
Yeah, if we can get them to, well, I mean, they might have ranged weapons, but if we can get them to cross to our side of the river, can I assume that these bushes on the right side are all the briars? Oh, the river, I mean.
Yeah, it's excuse me. Yeah, this is the dense briar thicket on the
Okay.
on the eastern side of this brook.
Okay.
and that's where we're hearing the voices are coming from.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, our two choices are forwards or backwards.
We could go. What was that, Sasha?
I uncovered the legend on the map for you because it got covered.
Gotcha.
Put the fog.
All right.
So you guys are hearing two distinct voices.
Two distinct. Disregard that.
Oh, I see. I see.
Do they sound like they're having, like, what type of conversation does it sound like? I know we can't understand them. Is it angry, enthusiastic, bored?
Kind of melancholic and bored.
Okay. I would like to try to sneak across the river if I can.
Sure. I get you to move to the square that you want.
Yep. Can I be in this square that I highlighted? I don't know if that's like a cliff or whatever.
You can be in that square, yes. But you cannot be in that square and hide.
Okay. I would have to be like in the briars if I wanted to hide, right?
Or you'd have to be on like this side of them. You need some amount of cover.
Gotcha.
From the thing that you're hiding from.
Gotcha. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Could I go? Oh, that's God. What are you doing? Can I go? Sorry.
Hold on.
There we go.
Again.
Would being here kind of provide me any cover from like this downward diagonal direction?
Yeah, I'll give you a little bit of cover.
Okay.
Make a stealth check. Let's see how quietly you cross the stream. The stream is not deep enough nor fast enough moving to prove a problem to cross.
20.
Ooh.
That is a
not a natural.
fantastic stealth score.
But 13 plus 7. Hey, I'm imagining this is like I'm trying to like duck down behind the cord of the briars and like poke my head out as I can.
You are well hidden, sir. At the very least, whatever's behind the briars here is not paying enough attention to notice you.
Okay. Oh, okay. Ooh, boy. 2 goblins. Okay.
They're very, very close at this point, correct?
Can my party still see me?
Yeah, they're pretty close.
Alright, so
they can see you. That's not a problem.
Okay, so I like try to motion to them like there's 2 of them, and like try to get them to approach quietly. I know that might be. Wait, actually, I'm trying to think. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to put away my rapier and take out my short bow. If I were to attack them, would I get a surprise round?
Yes, and everyone else, as long as whatever they want to do isn't super complicated, will get to participate in that surprise round as well.
Okay. Because what I would like to do.
Because you've got enough of a lead on them that you can sort of let everyone else know that, hey, there's goblins here.
Okay, I would like to motion to my party that there's two of them, and then like try to make like a get ready motion, like draw swords, prepare magic, like do what have you. And then I kind of like half draw my short bow and like nod towards them, and like wait for a positive signal.
I will nod back.
I would like
Can I get
to
initiatives from you guys?
ready.
Oh.
Yep, I want to ready an action to fire at anything that moves into that spot. Basically, can you see the little black drawing
No?
next to Torin?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Ooh. I actually got a halfway decent one.
Move one of the light tokens there.
Ooh, we can actually move the light tokens.
Like
Should be able to.
Oh, okay.
That's where I'm readying
Okay, so
at,
anything
not with...
moving into that square. Yep, there we go. Gotcha.
Okay. Once I receive everyone's like nods, I will fire my short bow at Goblin 1.
My nod has been given.
From you.
I did roll initiative.
Grendeal.
Grendeal?
Oh, sorry, I got it. I'll do it. My bad. Okay.
All right, so I'll make my short bow attack.
All right, go ahead, Torin.
Ah! My plan goes all up in smoke.
Oh no.
Well,
roll it again. I'll give you advantage for being sneaky. So roll it again, and you can take the higher of the two.
Okay. Short bow.
Hey.
18. Okay. And then this would qualify as a sneak attack because I had advantage?
Yes.
Okay, so 1 plus a d6. So I did 7 damage total.
No, you do.
No.
1d6 plus 3 plus another d6, isn't it?
Yeah, it didn't.
10. It looks like.
Yeah, 10.
Yeah.
So
sorry, I
damage.
just. Yep. I need to investigate whether I can, if there's a way to automate sneak attacks. I don't think there is, but
there is, I believe. I thought it tracked it if you had advantage.
Probably, if he had actually had advantage, it probably would have done it.
Oh, gotcha.
But
if I'd used the advantage,
we did the roll. Yeah, we did the roll without advantage technically. So.
No, I understand.
So that will drop the first goblin.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else on your turn, Torm?
And then I'll like scamper back across the river this way.
It's a good word.
Okay. Draven, your turn starts, and the goblin has not yet moved. He's just realized that his friend got shot in the back and collapsed into the dirt beside him. So since it comes to your turn and your ready to action has not gone off, it just basically goes away and you have a normal action.
Okay. Can I even see him right now? I mean, it was providing cover, so I'm assuming I can't even see him right now.
Yeah, no, you don't have a clean line of shot. Or you don't have a clean line of sight to shoot at him.
All right. Well, I guess I will move up here, behind the mage, and just basically do the same thing. Ready in action for if he comes out from behind the thicket line, shoot him.
Okay. Right.
All right. All right. Let me see what I'm gonna do here. No, it'll be a straight line if I just target him, correct? it won't automatically like build the path around the thicket.
No,
No.
It won't do that. Each square,
Okay.
it just counts squares in 5s.
Yep. 2, 3. Okay.
So it'd be 25 feet to get to where he is.
I would like
Oh,
to.
no, sorry, 20
well,
feet.
20 feet. Can I occupy the same spot as the dead goblin?
Yes. You don't
Shoot.
need to, though.
Well, because if I run, say, like I. Alright, let me just. If I go here,
Mm-hmm.
will I be blocking anyone? No. I still want to. I guess teammates can go
friendly
through my
ranged attacks.
square.
Yeah, they can move through your space, and friendly ranged attacks can go any sort of deficit. So
Okay, I'll
you don't
move
have to
right there
worry
then.
about blocking line of sight or preventing people's movement.
Gotcha.
Right, pull up your socks.
Alright. Alright, I'm going to target this guy. Alright, and I would like to swing my long sword at him.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a miss.
Alright. And my second attack. There we go.
That was
There
a
we
hit.
go.
Alright, and the damage. Ooh, here we go.
Yeah.
Nice.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
All right. So both of those goblins are either dead, dying, or unconscious. Grindeal.
All right. I'm just gonna look around because right now, well, I don't know if I imagine I probably hear Bright take care of the second goblin.
I'll shout out that I took care of him.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually, seeing as we're still in turn order, real quick, I'm gonna make a perception check and just see if we still have company. Look for other enemies, basically. I got a 13.
You definitely get the sense, based on the path that you saw, the number of footprints, that these are not the only 2 goblins here. There are probably more in the caves in the hillside.
Okay, but I don't sense any out here in the general area.
Not in the immediate, no.
Okay. That is what I will do for now, because I don't think I have really any other actions at the moment that I can take.
Okay.
Where did the combat tracker? Oh, my combat tracker disappeared. There it is. Where?
Shadow Rowan
Actually.
says he wishes he could see in the dark. Maybe he wouldn't stub his toe.
I understand that, buddy.
You could just use a light.
All right.
Nah.
Well, I guess I will go. Hold on. I will go to where the zombie I killed, the goblin I killed is, and recover my arrow, if I can. Would that take an action to recover my arrow?
Yes.
Okay, I'll do that then.
I'm just going to move him here so he's out of the way.
Okay. And I think that's pretty much all I can do then.
Okay.
I mean, I know I can't do a hide action. Duck for flavor.
So is it your guys' intent to go into the cave?
That seems to be the only other option at this point.
It's either that or retreat.
I just want to let you guys know that it is 10 to 10 Eastern Time.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we should probably wrap it up then, right?
We can continue our exploration of the Goblin Caves next time.
Yay!
All right.
Yes.
I didn't die. I only
we had a very successful first session.
Nope.
Session.
Nobody
Indeed.
died. I think that was pretty good. How do you guys feel about things? Do you feel like the pacing was pretty good? Any feedback?
I've enjoyed it a
I've
lot.
been enjoying it so far. It's been very refreshing compared to what I usually end up playing.
I want to play more.
I demand new dice.
New digital dice.
I usually end
Refresh
up
the page.
participating in very munchkin-y campaigns, so this is a lot more. It's fun.
Good.
Nice.
I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. The closest I can get you to new dice, Daleks, in the top right corner of your screen, there should be looks like a paint palette that should let you change the color of your dice.
Oh,
That's kind of the closest I can get.
That's delightful.
I'm gonna make
Yeah.
some blue.
Yeah, the
Oh,
unfortunate
somebody
thing-
already took the blue. I guess I'll take green.
Ah, crap.
Why can't you also take blue?
I could take blue. I'll take blue
Not
for
like-
I'll take blue for mana.
It's not like they're going to be the same exact color.
That's right.
Oh, there's different kinds of blues.
You
Yeah.
can mix the other colors together.
Really? I don't know how
That's-
this works.
The only downside to digital dice is that you can't put them in digital dice jail.
It's true.
I hear the rattling. I've got a bag. I don't have a jail. I've got a leather pouch.
I know, I just have like the Cheapo Grande case it came in.
So,
Mine was a Christmas present.
Our next
I'm gonna
session
make-
is in
I'm
2
gonna make
weeks.
Indigo dice.
We're still holding with the every other Tuesday, yes?
Yep. That,
Yep.
Yeah, I'm working noon to 9, I believe, next week. So sorry.
Okay,
That's
No.
okay.
that's fantastic. Thank you, everybody, for coming out and playing. This has been,
I had
thank
so
you,
this has been a lot
Sasha,
of
being
fun.
here.
coming.
It was great.
Yeah, I had a
Awesome.
blast.
Thank you to chat for coming and hanging out with us while we play. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I hope I will see everyone again in 2 weeks for
Yes.
the Goblin Cave adventure. I'm sure it can't be worse than
Ooh.
Goblin Slayer.
I
I still haven't watched that.
I
I
was,
don't know if I want to.
was gonna make the joke that I did not want to go the way of the mage in
Yeah.
that show, but I decided that it would probably be distasteful.
Are my swords too long for this cave?
I don't know what that means, and I'm kind of afraid.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can put 2 and 2 together to what happens if you have long swords in narrow caves, and how effective
Yeah.
that is.
Probably not very.
No. I have 2 of them.
So thank you guys. We're gonna call it a night here. And I hope to see you guys in 2 weeks for more D&D, and I hope to see everyone tomorrow for the tail end of Alien Isolation in my stream. So
I
Yeah.
look super forward to it.
Me too.
Yeah.
Had a lot
Bye,
of
everybody.
fun.
Out in
Bye,
the
guys.
bye bye.
Bye,
Thanks,
guys.
Kylie.
Bye.
Why?